lining it up. We're just about set in Vegas. Underway, and it will be Thomas getting the first touch, and he had a crease, but a good job by the Trojan special teams. Nussmeier will throw quickly, and that's Kyron Lacey. First play of first down for LSU.
So like we said, you're going to see him rely on that running game.
That's on a little half roll. He'll fire again, and Lacey, I think he got a foot down again. So 2 plays. Bear Alexander into the game for SC. They protect him, and they get it out to the tight end, Mason Taylor. Taylor all the way down to the 20-yard line, and he's got another first down for the Tigers.
He takes the All-American tackle. Instead of blocking right there, he's going to slide to the outside. That corner is picked up nicely, gives him time, goes the opposite direction to big Mason Taylor, who's now in his 3rd year, makes a great...
Now 1st and 10, just outside the 20. Back to the ground, and running with the ball is Jackson, and Caleb Jackson showing that, I checked that, 18, not 28, is goal for Nussmeier. He'll throw the slant, he's got it complete, but his receiver will be stopped short. It's Kyle Parker, and it'll be 4th down. Pressure coming, they're on Nussmeier, he gets away, and he has to throw it away, and the Trojans get a stop. Moss to throw. He has a man down the middle, finds his tight end, and Lake McCree makes his 2nd catch.
I think his defense has really responded to him very well. We'll see how they do tonight.
SC setting it up, and there is Branch. Branch is electric. He's across the 45 and dances out of bounds just short of midfield.
Listed at 6'7", 320.
Much bigger than that. He made a big block there. Moss buys a little time. Puts it into traffic. Did he pull that down? Kyron Hudson. Oh, my goodness, what a catch.
What a play. That's just a one-hand. Let me throw my hand up and give it a shot. That's between 2 defenders. Then if he loses the ball, I'm sure they're going to take a look at that to see if he held on to it. I say just for the effort, we give it to him.
Hey, man. On the field was a catch for a first down.
One hand, ball comes out. 2 hands. I'm pulling for him. Hold on to that ball.
Play stands in a 24-yard gain from Kyron Hudson, kid out of Mater Dei.
Watch the left arm, forearm. I think it prevents the ball from hitting the ground. The right hand had firm control.
Oh, give it to Moss, and he's into the end zone for the first touchdown of the season for USC.
Starts as a double team. Watch him stay on that block, and the back gets right behind him. That's the look at our
goal line stand for LSU against LSU.
Now that 1,400 pounds shouldn't be confused with the weight Lincoln Riley feels to get this thing going at USC after a disappointing year last year, and 2 times.
Kind of gets it out to the flat there.
Kirk had to pick up a few inches for the first down, and Williams will get him more than that. He's out close to the 45. You know, into Holly's point, Eric is one of the guys who's gained some weight. We've seen him play linebacker at barely 200 pounds. As quick completion, and Xavier Thomas. Street closed tonight. They expect to get him back later in the season. Nussmeier back to work. Another completion. This one to C.J. Daniels. It's a first down for LSU. Lacey in motion. Nussmeier looking that way. Now on the wheel. Throws it up. Lacey caught it. Did he get down this time? He did. Touchdown LSU.
Defense. You want to get a safety on your best receiver, and that's what they do with that motion. You get the safety down, look who has to try to cover that best receiver. Ball's there, he's in position, just doesn't make the play, doesn't finish on the play. He was in position, but the ball gets away from him. Ball almost cut away from Lacey, but he does get a hold of it and gets a foot down for that touchdown.
Remember the opening drive? Lacey was out of the catch.
Conduct. Offense number 2. That's his first unsportsmanlike foul of the game. The foul will be enforced on the kickoff.
Zachariah Branch, you really don't want to give him the extra room to work with. Here is Branch. Looking for room. Branch has a seam. Goodbye! Oh, it's on the he had him. He couldn't. What a play by the kickoff man to get him.
College game. And that penalty by Lacey gave Branch a chance to have more space. Pat McAfee, if he's watching, very proud of that kicker's effort.
rwlasvegas.com.
Big kickoff return from Branch. Moss tries to pay it off immediately, and he does. He's got Deuce Robinson for the big gain. And the sack, they backed all the way up to the 24. Here's Moss. This time a screen. Flips it out. There's Branch. You had the kickoff return. Zachariah Branch gets down to the 4-yard line. Man, is he fun to watch.
Ball away from him.
It sure looked like that. It was a really good play by Stamps. A 22-yard field goal attempt is true for land ways, but these two defenses the last couple of years have been very sieve-like, and it's not the case. They're working for it in this one. Another strike from Nussmeier to Lacey. He's inside the 35 and down to the 32. He is slinging darts in 36. Ramos with the leather on the way, and we are tied at 10. Moss getting some heat. They tried to send it up to the back. Woody Barnes broke one tackle, but not the second one. A lot of white shirts there.
To be able to try to get after Miller Moss.
Moss right down the middle and right on the money finds Mekhi Lemon. That'll be a first down to the 36. And based on pregame warmups, they're right on the edge of field goal range already. Communication until 15 seconds on the play clock. Go on the ground. Woody Marks has a seam. Marks inside the 20, and he's knocked down. Clock will stop to move the chains. 12 seconds left. SC still with a timeout. It is on the way, and he missed it.
I said again, not real happy with the split decision in 03, even 21 years later.
He changed things up after that, and there was a miscommunication, and that could have very easily been disastrous. Ashton Stamps was there. Empty backfield. Miller Moss. Got time. Firing down the middle. This time no one knocks it away from Ford. Ford across midfield into LSU territory before he's finally knocked down. Jordan Allen stops him, and a huge play from Moss to Ford picks up 41.
Zachariah Branch actually, I think, was the intended target. They end up going to Ford. Ford cut in front of that.
Moss throwing the fade, throwing deep, and flags coming everywhere as they're going to get P.J. Woodland, the youngster, the freshman from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, for interference.
Yeah, never located the football. You know, it's a tough thing to do, especially for a true freshman.
Defense number 11.
Going up, by the way, this young freshman's going to be a superstar in the SEC. He's a great player. This time he's just out of position. You can see his head never turns around. Good job by Deuce Robinson.
Moss under heat, down he goes. Pressure in there coming from Savion.
And he should be the first one to go over and high-five the secondary because of the coverage that they played. Zone coverage, good job at taking away all the potential.
On the miss he had from 29, this one from 35. And this time he does not flinch, and he puts USC on top. Earlier that aided that previous field goal drive for the Trojans. Nussmeier over the middle. There's Mason Taylor. Taylor's got the catch again.
Debut next weekend in Tampa.
Man, to be able to play in the NFL, that's what I'm most excited about.
Look who's loose. It's John Emery back at LSU, and the former highly touted high school running back who's had a...
And Jones, yep, Holly, tell him thank you. That was awesome to hear from him. But what a good job here of getting upfield by Emery. Waited patiently for the box to clear, and then right away is able to get north and south with that speed. And what a great job to see him. You know, he had the ACL last year against Florida, has worked his way back. And, you know, they need running back.
LSU. Back to Emery. Why not? Emery slamming inside the 20. And he's got an LSU first down, it would appear. Throw. He's got Aaron Anderson. Anderson has a pass to the end zone. And LSU is back on top late in the third.
On these third and shorts to cushion, which opens up in man coverage a quick out. The timing is perfect by Nussmeier. But after he makes his throw, watch the collision by two USC defenders. I mean, there's a chance there, very, very good chance that he's not going to get into the end zone. Maybe a chance to try to keep him short of the first down. But after the ball is thrown, nice ball, nice catch, and then the two defenders run into each other, makes it very easy.
By 4. They fake a little trickery, and the ball's on the ground, and man, oh man, is USC fortunate to come up with that as Elijah Page was Lemon in motion. Moss throwing the glass, finds McCree, and late McCree, who's had some big plays tonight, makes the grab. Jordan Allen.
The blitz, the linebacker on one side. See his eyes kind of looking out this way? What a call by Lincoln Riley to then slip the tight end right behind him. So the action of the receiver, Lemon, draws the eyes of the defense.
Practice came back quickly. So good to have the pads on. He's made an impact tonight. Boy, Moss is feeling all kinds of heat. And how in the world did he get that in there? Jacoby Lane with the grab.
It's off. They brought 40 again on this blitz, and he gets in clean. Well, I thought he'd at the very least get a hand on this. He's falling backwards to make this throw, and he splits the corner and the safety to big number 8. It's
that last carry, 2nd and 6. Pressure off the edge. Ball batted high into the air, still up there and diving for it, and almost intercepted.
With these backers, so they bring Perkins, they bring Penn, and then Womack off the edge. They keep trying to put Mason Murphy. They keep trying to isolate him.
And you think it might have been 4-down territory, but into the backfield to make the stop is Whit Weeks. And now it'll be 4th and long, and it may still well be 4-down territory, but now it's a difficult 4th down. And right now, SC needs 9 yards on 4th down in LSU territory. Moss fires, and it's batted away again, and this time it was intercepted. I'm not sure he controlled it. Whit Weeks again had it in his hands, and it was stripped away.
And continue to be who he is and trust his players. Brings that blitz. Savion Jones eventually came free to knock it loose. It looked like Weeks had possession just for maybe a step or two.
That's going to be the question here, Kirk.
Occasionally, he could be a superstar and just continue to get more and more reps.
Nussmeier on 2nd down, fires underneath. They've got it complete, and out there to a tight end there very high on Kamorion Pimpton. Give to Emery, and he is hit in the backfield, and he didn't get there. Both of these defenses standing up and making stops in the 4th quarter, which would give the Trojans or LSU another stoppage should they need it. Miller Moss back to work, firing, got Kyron Hudson. Hudson into LSU territory inside the 45. Just went over 300 yards for the night. He's trying to give his team the lead. Pressure off the edge, but they get loose. It's Woody Martz. Martz bouncing off tacklers inside the 30 and down to about the 28-yard line. Another explosive play for the Trojans.
Inside the 30. Free play.
All right, caught Major Burns off sides. Moss going to try to make him pay. Throwing to the end zone. He's got it! Touchdown, Jacoby Lane!
Because he put it up and over the receiver and let him run underneath it. It's a heck of a job of using his body by Jacoby Lane there and then pushing off late because the ball's thrown over that outside shoulder. Gets that late separation for the touchdown. What a throw by Moss.
With last year. The toss. And keep it on the ground. That is a big hit from the Trojan defense. Stop him short of the 1st down. These defenses, play clock getting on top of him. Nussmeier gets it off. Needs to pick up the 1st down here. He's got a wide open Anderson, and he's into USC territory. Aaron Anderson knocked down inside the 30, and Nussmeier comes up with a huge play to Aaron Anderson.
And takes away Mason Taylor. That's what, look at Nussmeier. He's looking right here. He wants to throw. He's taken away, no problem, keeps his poise, looks backside, and then eventually.
2nd and 10, backfield's empty. Nussmeier stands in, fires to the outside. And the catch is made by Xavier Thomas for a 1st down. Look at it here.
Did his upper body land? Oh, no. Does he have possession while that right foot is down?
Elbow down. That's it.
You think
That's a catch, Billy. Looks like to me, elbow down.
Reset elbow down quickly.
You got it. Yeah. First of all, the back foot was down inbounds.
Okay, that's what I was
when
wondering.
he first started to control. Secondly, even if that wasn't, he came down with the elbow first.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. First down.
Just as we thought, in a sizable third down. Trojans have one red zone stop against LSU, the opening drive of the game. Can they get another? Flag flying, Nussmeier throwing, and ball is broken up, intended for Kyron Lacey.
Illegal shift. Offense number 18 and number 2. That penalty's declined. Brings up fourth down.
It looked like Kyron Lacey to me was
On the way and right down the strip here in Las Vegas, and we are tied at 20. 1:47 to go.
first half, similar time.
At the easy completion out to Marks. Marks up across the 25 to the 30. He'll be stopped there. Clock continues to run.
Not doing anything crazy here.
LSU would like to get pressure to keep everything in front of them, and they're able to do so, but that'll be a first down. You saw that green line down about the 36 where SC needs to get it. Zachariah Branch is open. Now Branch goes down a little bit short of the first down mark.
Defense.
They'll run the ball and get the first down. They tried to do that in the first half to stop the clock, and they didn't. I'm sure they're thinking, see if Moss can make up for it. Throws back to Kyron Hudson, who smartly steps out of bounds with 22 seconds to go. Second down and 15. Got to get it into field goal range. Moss throwing to Hudson. Hudson takes a big hit, but he got the hut. What a catch again. That's two spectacular catches, and there's a flag down. This may put them right on the doorstep for field goal range if it's targeted.
The result of the play is a first down. Personal foul, targeting, defense number 2. The previous play is under further review. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
He just likes to make the crazy catch.
Make it hard.
He likes to make that crazy catch.
We saw.
Man, he's made 2 big catches.
Now they called targeting. Of course, they're reviewing it, the replay officials, to make sure that it stands.
After further review, the ruling on the field of a catch is stands. The ruling on the field of targeting is confirmed. Number 2 is disqualified for the remainder of the game. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
He's a transfer from Georgia Southern. Woody Marks might make it a moot point, and he does! Talk about all the field goals, and Woody Marks rumbles into the end zone, and USC is on top with 8 seconds to play.
He follows the tight end, and instead of being able to fill that hole, it still would have been a nice gain, but it wouldn't have been a touchdown. So eyes are in the backfield. Good job at the left side. Predominantly Pregnon, that left guard, just drilling down in that big, powerful LSU defensive line.
55 to 60 yards away from the line of scrimmage. Nussmeier throws an interception, and that's how it's going to end. Mason Cobb picks it off, and the Trojans will have a victory, and what a way to christen USC in the Big Ten.
Crimson Tide has rolled in and taken over the stadium, as you might expect. They are number 1, 4-0 on this season, with a defining win a week ago tonight against Georgia, and Vandy played Missouri tough last time out. Clark Lee and his Commodores looking to make some history. They haven't knocked off Bama since 1984. With back here with Clark Lee. Empty backfield, and he hits his man on a slant. That's Quincy Skinner. And Skinner stays on his feet to fight for a few more. It turns into a 13-yard gain, and his helmet got ripped off at the end. Run heavy early on, and now to throw. Pavia hangs a U-turn in the backfield, wants to go deep, and he floats it down the sideline for a first down to Stowers.
Tommy's got it in him, and that gamer aspect of just being able to create ad-lib, play action. Look at Cedric Alexander, 28, big block on the edge, still turn a defender loose, he can escape, and then Eli's.
Alexander got a blocker in front of him, off the left side, lowers his shoulder, and powers to the goal line. He's in, and Vandy draws first blood on a 7-yard Cedric Alexander score. Clock
Here's your fullback right here, Gabe Fisher, early season candidate for the Lowman Trophy. PFT would be excited. Boom! And then Cedric Alexander churning the legs into the end zone.
Some mustard on that snap. Milroe near side. Batted up, and it is intercepted. Fontenette to the corner. He's in. And Vandy's got a 2-score lead on a 28-yard interception return by Random Fontenette. I thought he stepped out at the 1. The far official said he was over the goal line with that stretch, and looks like it was over the line before that left foot come down. He cut it close.
Why are you even cutting it that close?
I don't know.
Just get back inside.
What a surge of early game momentum for Vanderbilt. Officially a 24-yard interception return for Fontenette. And now helping raise his 3 sisters. Milroe over the middle finds C.J. Dupree. He's got a lot of green. And he takes it into Vandy territory before Longwell catches up to him.
Boy, I love Nick Sheridan coming right back, letting Jalen Milroe go down the field again to his tight end, C.J. Dupree. So valuable to this football team. You wouldn't think he was a 500-pound bencher the way that he's running down the field there. But
2nd and goal. A hole on the left side, and a step through for Jan Miller, and Alabama's on the board on an 8-yard touchdown run.
Wants to try and practice because he wants to break your neck. I think you got a pretty good visit.
Alabama needed to make some adjustments after that opening 75-yard drive for Vandy. Fake to Alexander. Pavia will roll out of the pocket. Directing traffic back across his body for a first down to Cole Spence. Alexander, nowhere to go. Spun around and gets spun down for a loss. Pavia is no stranger to upsets. Formation against Missouri 2 weeks ago. They'll run it, and another stretch, and this one's good enough. Cedric Alexander with the touchdown plunge from a yard out. And Vandy strikes again. 2nd of the day for Alexander.
Power play off the right side. You see Stephen Lasoya pulling around the normal center move to left guard. Gets a little bit of a kick out. And Alexander, great job keeping those knees off the turf before the ball crosses the plane.
Pressure coming, 5-man rush. Milroe shakes the first, trying to direct traffic. Another near slip, and it gets taken down for Vanderbilt's sack. Nick Rinaldi comes up with the sack.
Miscommunication at the line of scrimmage. You're going to get a free runner off the right side. Milroe sees him late. I don't know if Ryan Williams in the picture or not. Don't see him, but he...
They keep it on the ground, and there's a huge hole for A.J. Newberry. And the sophomore out of Grand Prairie, Texas, picks up a Vanderbilt first down.
68 here. Stephen Lasoya at left guard. Not just impressive on the block. Had him in a slant, but then also a nice job by Xavier Castillo of folding back and walling off the...
Taylor's got the distance, and he splits the uprights. Milroe hands it off. There's a huge hole. Jam Miller down the sideline and forced out of bounds inside the 5.
Jalen DeBoer on the field before the game, and he said, keep your eyes out for Gino Vandermark coming in the game. He's actually a right tackle right there, excuse me. An excellent kick-out block along with C.J. Dupree to be able to get that power play up.
And Miller's got plenty of space, and he's got a touchdown run, his 2nd of the game. Jake.
Tom, watch bottom right of your screen. I think you'll see the receiver block right there. Number 18, it's Caleb Odom.
Not only has Vandy never beaten a number 1 team, they've never beaten a team in the top 5. They've lost 60 straight. Here's Emmanuel Henderson. He finds a gap. Henderson finds a sideline. And he's knocked out of bounds just prior to midfield. Look at Haynes in the flat, now across the middle. This is Ryan Williams. First catch of the game results in an Alabama first down. Remember, he had one near the sideline in the second quarter that
Jalen Milroe gets through his progressions and delivers a nice football. And you see Williams just able to start. Oh, goodness, the start and stop. He can get to full force in 0.15 seconds.
Are you promoting your own show? Are you paying advertising rates today? Here's Milroe. Perfect through the air on this drive. And now on the ground, he's in. Touchdown, Jalen Milroe. Tyler Booker and Parker Brailsford cleared the way.
Big part of their identity. You see big Tyler Booker out front, Parker Brailsford as well. A nice block from Caden Proctor, and Jalen Milroe on cruise control down Broadway.
Four-man rush. Pavia reverse pivot and delivers, but Quincy Skinner is going to be brought down short. You get not out of the shotgun. They're 2 of 3 on fourth down this year. Pavia wants to throw. He goes down the middle. It is caught. Touchdown, Vanderbilt and Junior Sherrill. That might be the most Diego Pavia play ever. On 4th and 1, he goes deep. His family thrilled with this one. Vandy holds on to his lead, and they extend it. His team in the same position.
I think it's designed to be a quick throw time. You see there, it's not there. He keeps it alive. Sees one-on-one coverage, decides to go deep. How about Junior Sherrill 2 series ago on 4th down, the ball off of his fingertips. I didn't think there was any way he was going to be able to get to this football when he redirected and ran flat off the fingertips again for a score. Have leverage to be able to find space there.
Justice Haynes is the running back on this one. Milroe looking deep. Down the sideline. It is caught by Williams. He springs free. And he is in for an Alabama touchdown. A 58-yard catch and run for the emerging superstar.
You said emerging? Look at the body control. You cannot be serious. Half of his body's out of bounds when he's on his way down after catching the football. This is Lynn Swann stuff here. Forgive me for those that don't have any idea, but Tom Kubik will be proud of the reference.
What a move by Ryan Williams, who reclassified, should be a high school senior right now.
But Tom, he just makes it look so easy. His high school coach, Jeff Kelly, played quarterback at Southern Miss. He told me, Cole, I used to chew him out in practice.
3rd and less than 1 out of the shotgun. Newberry is the running back. Newberry's got a first down. He's got more, and he takes it inside the 20.
And we've talked about edge defenders getting frozen. A nice double team here as well to open up that space by the left side of the offensive line. Gunnar Hansen at left tackle 55.
And he absolutely drills it.
Oh, those 3 hung out together growing up. He was always the youngest and the smallest.
Milroe directing, and he gets drilled. Lost the football. Jalen Milroe gives it up. Miles Capers delivered the hit. They say Vanderbilt football. Pavia throws, back shoulder catch, and a first down for Vandy inside the 15. Quincy Skinner. It is Vanderbilt with the swagger this afternoon.
He has inside leverage, but doesn't take it. A nice move. North-south, Diego Pavia understands exactly where to deliver that football in man coverage. But that's just confidence, Tom, by a quarterback knowing his receiver is going to break that route back.
Got Alexander next to him. Little replay. Pavia throws. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Kadron Johnson with the catch, and Vandy extends its lead.
The master of manipulation off the play fake to Cameron Johnson, former Theodore Bobcat.
What he constantly harped on was Jalen Milroe building his confidence and throwing in rhythm. Forced out of rhythm here, has to run, unloads deep. 2 men there, it is. Caught at the sideline, Jeremy Bernard. Down at the 20.
What a grab. Almost a little bit of a scramble drill. He gets the foot down. Taking this hit, holding on to that ball.
Justice Haynes is the running back. 4th and 1. Game on the line for Alabama late. They reverse it out of there looking for the corner, and it is Ryan Williams into the end zone. 2-yard touchdown run for the fantastic freshman Ryan Williams. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Go review what happened against Georgia. Jeremy Bernard right there making a big play, and then Ryan Williams, fantastic. I might give the big play to offensive coordinator Nick Sheridan on that one. Just a brilliant play call.
On 2nd and 12. Pavia dumps it off, room up the sideline, and a Vanderbilt first down for Cedric Alexander. Unranked teams to do that. 1st and 10 for Pavia. He hands it off. Big room left side and a first down for the Commodores. Pavia keeps it. Pavia picks up the first down, and the unlikeliest of heroes has guided Vanderbilt to what will be its first ever win against number 1. And what an investment they've made in Diego Pavia. This attitude, this program, and the biggest win on the West End. Vanderbilt takes down number 1 Alabama. Diego Pavia very nearly went into the stands to celebrate with his brothers, but instead they've come onto the field with him.
Enjoy an historic special night in the Horseshoe. The boot by Josh Kirbyville, fair caught. And here comes this Ohio State offense. Will right of the quarterback. They pitch it to the edge. Emeka Ibuka gets a block and gets forward for basically in the regular season. Wear and tear reduced, Flying-Day believes. Downfield, Trevion Henderson on the wheel route. Nice ball from Howard. First down near the Volunteer 35. Chip Kelly, the play caller, loves to feature the 2 backs as receivers. And now a downfield shot on first down for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State strikes first. The freshman Jeremiah Smith.
Well, this is the plan, to be able to attack these corners one-on-one. Does he hold on, finish the catch, comes down, he gets the left arm underneath to be able to prevent the ball from coming loose. Really good job. Look at that right arm, grab it on. Does he finish? He does. That's a touchdown for Ohio State, and what a way to start for the Buckeyes. Runs.
Buckeyes, like Tennessee, very stout on 3rd down. Nico trying to throw for it, and now scrambling, and he will get hit hard and knocked down short of the marker. So that concussion to a more protective type. Howard off the fake, wide open is Smith, and the freshman. They want to get him at least 10 touches. And the Tennessee fans on the road making some noise for Howard. Play fake from the pocket, downfield dart, and it's caught by Ibuka inside the 5. What a start for the quarterback.
High, made the check, knew that he would have a linebacker out of position, and it was just a foot race. That's actually a safety walked up, Jacoby Thomas. Yeah.
I formation, 3 tight ends. Judkins plows in Ohio State with the perfect start. Quickly up 2 scores.
I think it's pretty obvious.
5 play touchdown drives.
Yeah, this is a good job up front. Momentum. This is an offensive line that was much maligned after that Michigan game. Talik Williams at 330 pounds.
Imaliaba again, pressured and sacked back at the 10. Huge flex. cut near midfield to receive it. They back off to set up a return. It's a line drive kick again. The Downs muffs. The ball bouncing around, a scramble for it. He was able to retain possession and avoid the turnover. That was the break that Tennessee needed. But
as you were watching, it actually flushed Howard out. The pressure.
Out of the backfield, it's Henderson in the flat, gets some blocks, lowers the head, and picks up first down yardage and showing some pressure. Don't bring it. They back out into coverage. Howard scanning, long throw, and he finds Abuka in the zone, who makes the catch inside the 30.
Quite there yet.
Handoff, breaking into the clear. Henderson, touchdown Ohio State. They're 3 for 3.
Really, I think the athleticism, great blocks in the interior there. What a job there by Luke Montgomery, who has not played a lot of football. Look at him drive the Tennessee defender into the ground, and then Henderson with that speed and acceleration. Just no chance for that back end after the safety Brooks missed it.
A lot of folks wondering, including Ohio State faithful, how
Nico in that pass game and just went up front.
7th play for Tennessee. And again, it's Iamaleava pulling the ball and showing his acceleration as a runner. That's their first. That guy's not showing pressure. Rush only 3. Iamaleava is flushed. Long way to go to get there. And makes a juke. And again, scrambles for a big gain.
Just easy yards.
Judkins this time takes the handoff. Nice big crease, follows the big fellas and gets a first down to the 34. As effective as a team stopping the run since his injury. Howard on the move, flips it short. This is Abuka, gets around the edge, scoots for another first down out to the 47, picked up 10. Is it Georgia Tech Megatron or Randy Moss?
Right.
That's pretty good comparison for a freshman.
That's pretty good.
On 3rd down, Howard again flips it across, and there's that freshman again, and Smith makes the catch for yet another first down. He got 10 more. Holly. Howard, 14 of 17, approaching 200 yards. Look at the throw again, right down the middle. Battle for the ball. It's batted and intercepted.
Wow.
Off the pick, that was Will Brooks, who makes his 4th interception of the season. Arian Carter was
left foot down. Ball's tipped, pretty tight coverage. Here's Smith making an effort on this ball. He actually has it. Comes out of his hand late.
And did a toe hit before he was knocked off his feet by Carter there.
Here's what
you have to see.
You see his left foot when he first possesses the ball, is the left foot still down?
The ruling on the field of an interception.
That's the question.
The previous play is under further
it's that
review.
left toe. That's good.
That's the rule,
The
actually.
ruling on the field stands as goal. First down, Tennessee.
So it's a takeaway for Brooks, who's he's a playmaker.
Clear your numbers. Are you going to load up against the run or stay back against the pass? You can't do both against those formations.
Strong arm throw, and it's a completion out across the 45. Finally, some rhythm there.
Run the football, but tonight they just can't against this defensive line.
Again, looking to throw, crossing route, fits it into space, and from nowhere, some rhythm as Squirrel White makes the grab.
Comes the blitz off to his right.
Iamaleava, affected, throws it into traffic, and it's intercepted. Davison Igbenuson. And this interception is going to be taken off the board.
Number 97.
Yeah, it's Kenyatta Jackson.
Automatic first down.
I want to ask Bill here, but I think it was the fact that he grabbed Nico as he threw it and then drove him into the ground. Ohio State brings pressure on the outside. It gets picked up, but watch 97 after the throw drive him into the ground. That's the only thing I can see, Bill. What is that?
I'm sure that's what it was called for.
Yeah.
I don't think it was that heavy of a hit.
Yeah.
Not what they were looking for, but they do cut into this lead. The interception by Brooks creates... Howard from the pocket, long throw. It's Henderson. Anderson, a terrific first half. 3 explosive plays this year, 20-plus yards. Yamaliava finds Brew McCoy. If Sampson can't be an impact player tonight, how does that change what Tennessee's doing on offense?
It's Evan Kitzelman there, but he squeezed it in for a 4th and short.
Playing with tempo and quick burst. Deshaun Bishop go. Tennessee has all 3 timeouts. Another throw underneath. Catch made, and escaping the tackle is Dante Thornton, the big playmaker, finally gets involved tonight. Red zone. Can they get 7 here? Buckeyes among the best in the country. Red zone defense. And another pass batted down by Seward. He was thinking pick 6.
He was.
Score right now on 2nd and 10. Yamaliava's going to run quarterback draw. And he's still fighting. Showing the strength in those long legs. Heupel spends a timeout. His right. Yamaliava straight keeper, cuts back and scores. Tennessee punches back. In the final minute of the first half, dominated by Ohio State, Tennessee grinds it out, Kirk.
Block of 66, so I just mentioned Davis, and there's that toughness. This kid has been hit a lot in his first half.
You said hard. That's a great word. Yamaliava on that drive, 4 for 5 as a passer. Ran it 6 times, including the touchdown. Henderson hurdles a man and goes out across the 40. And a 15-yard gain, ball to the 30. So maybe 25 more yards on a cold night to feel good about it. There's a lot of space in the middle. Henderson picks up a chunk and gets down near field goal range. 5 seconds to go. Far the longest of his career. This direction pre-game, the ball was traveling better, but that one really had no chance. Up here, they begin to lean forward. It is a blitz. It's an option on the edge. And look at the play made in space there beautifully by Lathan Ransom, one of the veterans in this defense. Howard on the move. Short pitch. Nice catch in rhythm by Emeka Egbuka. First down midfield.
Yeah, they use.
Howard fakes the pitch and now throws it down the middle in stride. And it's the tight end, Scott, again, making a big impact tonight. First.
The second catch of this drive.
Not a defense that gives up a lot of chunk plays in the air. Buckeyes have 4 looking for a big touchdown end zone. Jeremiah Smith, his second tonight. Sensational playoff debut for this freshman.
This is what Will Howard wanted to see, is his top receiver one-on-one. Like I said, not terrible coverage, but he had a step on him. But look how perfectly this football is dropped over that outside shoulder for the touchdown again to Jeremiah Smith. Kind of messing around with the offensive line.
Well, they end up not bringing pressure. Yamaliava stands flat-footed, scanning, and now escapes the pocket. Makes a cut. Elusive move. Gets through that tackle and gets the first down.
They to play that style defense.
They need 4 from the pocket. Ball batted down yet again. That was Cody Simon, that stud middle linebacker, one of the leaders of this defense. They did in the first half with the interception in the end zone. But they get gashed in the ground game as Judkins spins for a first down out to the 30.
Chabola,
Talk to Kelly and Day about their relationship. More about that in a second as Howard has the keeper and rambles out to the 45. You know, it's interesting. It's on the left leg on the sidelines. Judkins is now in the back. They fake it to him. Howard looking to push the ball downfield. Another beautiful throw. Running the crossing route was Carnell Tate. He gets involved with an 18-yard gain.
Yeah.
Under center. On the move. Howard flips it. And reaching the football for the pylon. Judkins spotted out at the 1. Could quite extend that football across the plane.
Boy, so close. I love how quick hitting this play is. No hesitation at all coming out of the backfield. Doesn't quite reach the pylon. And
Judkins, and behind all that scarlet muscle, he powered into the end zone on Ohio State. Closing in.
Trier, watch this double team. Bang! That's how you open up the right side in short yardage.
This Ohio State offensive line really ripped by the inability to move Michigan. They were controlled by the interior.
Nobody wants to be out there more than number 6 for Tennessee.
Second down run, and spinning out across the 35 is.
But until the receivers start to make some plays, it's hard to imagine.
Well, there's a play made by Jack Sawyer. This veteran has been tuned up from the very first play tonight, and he makes another key
football team.
Pressure. Imaliaba escapes. Long way to go. He's fighting and trying hard, showing a lot of heart. Simon eventually brings him down about 6 yards short. Play clock at 2. Just get it snapped. 4-man rush, downfield shot, incomplete. Diving attempt by Brazel. The throw was off target.
About the gratitude that they have, it was powerful, like I said.
Henderson breaks free. House call for Ohio State. 24 yards as the Buckeyes can begin planning for Pasadena and a rematch with the Ducks.
1,200 yards as a true freshman, battled through injuries, follows the counter here. And this guy, you know, he found the Lord, you know, throughout his time at Ohio State, went through so much adversity. Michigan game. Michigan deserves all the credit, but I'm just saying the approach from Ohio State is very different.
Here comes the pressure, and the ball is knocked loose. Tuimoloau got in off the edge and hit Nico. They retained possession, but it's a huge loss. Potentially, it could be a 16-0 national champion. They're the only team that arrives without blemishes.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Two one-loss teams who got bumped out of the playoff in the first round, Indiana and SMU, in this new era.
It's also
off and running is Lewis, and he's knocked down inside the 10.
It's also knowing you have a roster.
Come out of this pretty healthy. Josh Fryer left the game, the right tackle, but he came back in as slamming forward. No signal yet. I thought he's had gotten in. Nico working hard down that goal line, backed into the end zone. Finally, the signal, and it's for him. Second rushing touchdown tonight.
Look at him. This kind of represents his night. He knows what he's running into. That's a lot of big bodies he's going to run right into. It sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, it's a Big Ten rematch, but it feels much like a classic West Coast Big Ten.
You can call it a Big Ten rematch. In my brain, it's a Pac-12 Big Ten game for me. for me.
Historic night in the Horseshoe. This was a Scarlet smackdown. Ohio State comes out quick. Tennessee battles back within 11 at the break, but Ohio State reassumes control early in the third quarter. Buckeye defensive front, as you said, the dominant story, along with a comprehensive performance by the offenses.
In 2022, can Texas stay the course of their title aspirations? Or will the pesky underdogs who have done it all year long find a way again? Arizona State believes. And as a guy with a lot of belief in their quarterback, Sam Levitt, he has been red hot down the stretch of this season as well. But you know who they always go to. Cam Skattebo, as advertised, first run of the game.
Safety lined up one-on-one with Troy O'Meara. And O'Meara gets a great block. He helps set that edge for Skattebo to get to the outside. Delivering an accurate throw to his tight end. You got to think if you're Kenny Dillingham in this situation, third and short, it wouldn't surprise me if this is 4-down territory right here. This might be a place you decide to.
Levitt off the play action. Looking to extend the plays. A decent scrambler. We've seen that. But can't find much at all as Worth, who's never started a game as a snapper. Only one field goal made on the season for Kiefer, and he puts this through. Ewers to pass. And right in stride, they get going with Golden. Look at this explosive play from the Longhorns. 4-yard reception on the first play of the game. Ewers wide open, touchdown, hook 'em. DeAndre Moore. Texas strikes with a two-step of two big plays. Then Ewers in the zone to start this quarterfinal matchup to DeAndre Moore. 7-3.
Against a sensational secondary.
Levitt gets it out quickly on second down to Stovall. He is wrapped up. Katie.
Yep.
Silas Bolden with a chance as the return man to set up Texas in good field position as he returns it from the 25. And he breaks through. Look at Silas Bolden. Goodbye.
You'll see it right here. And it springs them open in the middle of the field and just too much speed for an out. They've got to get it together.
Texas scored 14 points in just 66 seconds. And taken down right away is Ewers as Prince Dorball, the Texas transfer playing against his old team, comes in.
It's called complimentary football, no doubt.
Just to breathe for a moment against this Texas onslaught as Scadaboo now runs the ball hard downfield. That's what you're used to seeing with the Sun Devils.
Yeah, everybody touching him in the backfield there. Here comes the block around in the pole. And a good job, again, attacking the perimeter. You're not seeing a lot of...
3rd and 3. Scadaboo maybe just short by about a half a yard as Baron Sorrell collapsed on him here. But whether it's Anthony Hill or Sorrell or the defensive backs coming in like Taft, they're always around the football.
Yeah, Steve Sarkisian told...
Rest of the Texas receivers combined. A lot of traffic as they throw back to Wisner, but somehow he gets clear, and they are road grading downfield to the 20-yard line. Finally tackled by Alford. Short field goal attempt for Bert Auburn. The veteran, the all-time leader in field goals made in Texas history, and he adds to the lead, 17-3 for the 5 seed Texas. But man, oh man, was Texas aware of it. You saw Pete Kwiatkowski, the defensive coordinator, who given that look like, I think we got some guys who can match up with you. 3rd down and 7. Levitt being chased back to the 11-yard line before he launches it downfield and is able to get it complete.
He reverses course, and the 6'4" target goes up and makes a catch over.
Lost a year because of a knee injury. Excellent blocking for Scadaboo, who bounces off his own man and is able to pinball his way inside the 35-yard line.
The run game is that if you're offset, the defense can predict which way you're going, and they can slant accordingly. In the pistol, you don't know which way Scadaboo's going to go. So it makes it a lot more unpredictable running the football, and it's been a big weapon for the Sun Devils this year.
See that game of pad leverage against Jahdae Barron in a spot where they could use a little extra hope in the defensive backfield here. A 3rd and 11. Ewers. He's going to tuck and run it on 3rd and 11, and he was tripped up that time by Keyshawn Elliott.
Does a great job tracking him down and getting a stop. I know the offense for Arizona.
True freshman punter. He's thinking about a fake here. And he's going to throw it downfield and get it complete to Lonawong. Blazin Lonawong, the reserve defensive tackle, on a pass from Canyon Floyd on what was 4th and 9.
Back turn to the play, and that's just a great time to dial this up deep in their own end. Texas never expecting it. And how about the hands by Lonawong, the D lineman, making a play and now moving the sticks. So can Arizona State pay this off?
The 6'4", 285-pound defensive tackle. Levitt being pressured and being brought down. He is sacked. 2 timeouts remain for Arizona State, so they can manage things here.
Freshman in the country, the speed here, but it's Trey Moore that's able to clean it up. And Trey Moore, last year's American Conference Player of the Year, he's really come on these last 6 games now, getting sacks, forcing fumbles. Texas feeling very comfortable right now with their ability to get pressure with only...
Carson Kiefer Made from 39 earlier, this from 36. And I think right in the middle of that defense,
it was Ethan Burke.
I think Ethan Burke at 6'6" got a piece of that. 3rd and 12. Ewers pressured and taken down again. And it is fired up for Forks up.
Alvin Banks down on the ground, but you're going to see 7 guys drop back in zone. Everyone's watching Quinn Ewers. Nowhere to go with it right here. So Quinn Ewers decides to step up, and that's when Clayton Smith.
Position coach giving you that look when he's one of the greatest to ever do it. First down, Levitt. He is wiggly, isn't he? Look at Sam Levitt. He's an excellent scrambler, and quick twitch athleticism gets him downfield for 28 yards.
Texas this time didn't have anybody replacing in this area of the field right here for Sam Levitt to run into. There's no one on the edge taking the quarterback. Barron Sorrell's there, but he's holding the post. There's no DB, there's no safety that came down to support the quarterback run. Really, really nice play call that time by Marcus Arroyo.
2nd and 10, Scadoo catches a seam, and it's going to be 1st and goal, Sun Devils.
1-2. Against a 330-pound nose guard, not easy to do. That could not be executed better in the zone play. And how about Ben Coleman, the transfer for Cal, climbing up into a linebacker. And finally, Cam Scadoo able to get in the second level of this defense. And, you know, it's interesting. Katie told us earlier in the game, she talked to Michael Taft, and she said, you know, Cam gets man coverage.
Oh, the ball is loose, and it's going to be a safety. It popped right back into the hands of Quinn Ewers, and the Sun Devils were right on top of it. And he came up big as soon as he enters the game.
God, puts his helmet right on the football. Great job being heads up by Quinn Ewers, but nowhere to go.
I mean, that's a 5-point awareness by Quinn Ewers, that swing of catching the ball. And you had all those Sun Devil defenders who would have been there to just pounce on it.
You know what? I know the first 2 plays were bad for Arizona State defensively. Outside of that point, they played pretty well. Outside of the one screen to Quintravion Wisner, this defense really has...
6.5 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter. Scadoo able to get ahead and a fresh set of downs.
It's going to be here picking that up. He's trying to run through this, and Fautanu's a guy very experienced. 51 consecutive starts. This guy's played over 4,000 snaps.
Scadoo, there it is. Nice big hole for Cam Scadoo, who stays on his feet. Big bruising Cam. Chunk play, Scadoo.
All Scadoo is just this one-cut north-south runner who likes to get physical, but he's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, Joe. You saw the patience there, and you see the vision there, and the lateral cuts. He's 15 pounds lighter than he was a year ago. He's running faster. He's been clocked.
Scadoo trying to power ahead, and was it that extra leg drive?
And Andrew Makuba, look, 4 Texas players with an opportunity at Scadoo. How does he keep his balance right there? And his knees don't touch the ground, just keeps driving. When it's all said and done, he has a chance to be one of the all-time greats at Texas, and I think he has a chance to be a top 10, top 5 pick.
36-yard attempt from Kiefer is through. A nice way to respond after they had that blocked field goal. 3rd and 2, short pitch, Wisner. Can he get there? Yes, with ease. First down, Horns.
Helm this time coming to block, and there's a wham block there on the edge, helping set that. You see Gooseby.
A-gap pressure, they pick it up. 3rd and 10 for Texas, and Golden. 3rd and goal. Ewers, he's pressured, looking to extend the play, directing traffic. Now he's going to run it himself, and Quinn Ewers goes in for the rushing touchdown.
Also great toughness as well. Watley right here is going to get the pressure, but Quinn Ewers is able to beat it outside. And remember, he's not 100%. Still dealing with the oblique injury, still dealing a little bit with the ankle injury, but that's about as good as he's looked in the second half of the season, scrambling. And a great idea. Down here in the red zone, a lot of guys back in the end zone covering people. There's green grass out.
See how ineffective Arizona State has been when they've been in Texas territory. Scadaboo out of the backfield. So he had to turn around and catch that ball, so a minimal gain. 4th down and 2. Trailing by 2 possessions. Scadaboo's going to try to throw it downfield, and it is caught. And into the end zone goes Malik McClain. Cam Scadaboo.
What a play call by Marcus Arroyo, and what a gutsy play by Cam Scadaboo. Obviously not 100%. He was lined up very deep back behind Sam Levitt. They pitched it out to him. I think everybody on defense thought that was going to be a run. Michael Tapp at safety came flying downhill, but Malik McClain one outside, one-on-one on the post to get the touchdown. We talked about it. They need 2 touchdowns, Joe. They need 2 two-point conversions, so no question they're going for 2 here.
So his dad Leo looking on. Cam Scadaboo with a 42-yard touchdown pass on 4th down to try to get right back into this college football playoff quarterfinal. Here's the 2-point attempt. Levitt to the end zone. They got it. Xavier Gilroy. And all of a sudden, Arizona State is just a 1-possession game.
Well, it was a nice job by Sam Levitt using his eyes to manipulate the defense. And it looked like he was going to throw Shimon Mateer what's called a stick route right at the goal line. This going back here to the pass by Scadaboo. Michael Tapp going to come downhill, and nobody in the back end for Malik McClain on the post. This is funny in some ways because Arizona State fans will remember the awful pass Scadaboo had in the Big 12 title game down by the goal line.
You know what else they'll remember? What happened in one of their magical seasons when they went to the Rose Bowl, when it was J.R. Redmond with a running back option pass to Jake the Snake. On this day in 1997, they made it to the Rose Bowl. Ewers to pass. Downfield, wants every bit of it, and it's intercepted. It is intercepted by Robinson. He was looking for Bond, and now Sparky has life.
I like the decision by Quinn Ewers, but I hate the throw. That needed to be a flatter throw. That thing hung in the air for a very long time, and it allowed Javen Robinson, the fastest player on Arizona State's team, to recover against Isaiah Bond and make this play. It's hanging. And Javen Robinson, who played so well in the Big 12 title game, who's given up some big throws here in the second half to Matthew Golden, he goes up and makes the catch to force the INT.
Earlier in this 4th quarter, this game was 24. 2nd down and 4 for Texas. Ewers to pass. Downfield, wants every bit of it, and it's intercepted. It is intercepted by Robinson.
Arizona State's team to recover against Isaiah Bond and make this play. It's hanging. And Javen Robinson, who played so well in the Big 12 title game, who's given up some big throws here in the second half to Matthew Golden, he goes up and makes the catch to force the INT.
Earlier in this 4th quarter, this game was 24. Scadaboo straight ahead, driving those legs, and in, he gets in, he is in, touchdown, Forks up.
Arizona State ran right into the teeth of the defense. They got a double team on the nose guard, and former Sun Devil Jermaine Lole right here. They get enough push on a big body of 320 pounds. They've been having success, again, running between the tackles here in the second half, Joe. This is it. Big
Here we go.
2-point play.
Here they go. Can they cap the comeback? 2-point attempt to tie Texas. Levitt being chased. Gotta get rid of it. 2-pointer to tie it. Dancing around. What everywhere. As Trey Moore comes away with the ball.
I think they're going to get another shot at it for defensive holding in the end zone, Joe. That scramble took a long time. Malik Muhammad.
The pass, holding, defense number 5. After this is the goal, we'll have a try.
Well, it started when Sam Levitt started rolling to his right on the scramble, and then Malik Muhammad's out there. He's trying to cover. I think it was Malik McClain, one-on-one, and he grabbed his jersey. And that was the first flag I saw thrown down. I think Sam Levitt ran about 179 yards east and west just to get a chance to get this thing off. Great block by Scadaboo just to give Sam Levitt an opportunity. Trey Moore couldn't get him. The foul's up here. That's where the flag gets thrown. And Arizona State and their offensive coordinator, Marcus Arroyo, now with another opportunity.
Here's the holding call, Jesse.
Play. Yeah, that's it right there at the top.
All right, Jesse. Now they get a second chance. What do you see?
You know the guy who's not tired after all that? Cam Scadaboo.
Can the big man deliver? Will he get the chance? Scadaboo has done it! We are all tied up in the ATL. Look at this scene. The pageantry, the drama, the playoffs, and a hungry, feisty underdog team from the Valley. Tied up. Trip to the national semifinals on the line, and they go to old reliable Gunnar Helm. The great tight ends.
I'm just being on the same page. Zone coverage, finds the soft spot right in front of the defender. Is able to turn it upfield, make a guy miss.
Running down to talk to the official for a moment, but here we go from 48 yards, and it is staying to the right, and we are staying tied up. One timeout remains, 37 seconds, 2nd and 4. 4-man rush against Ewers, and they get it complete, and they are in position. Ryan Wingo, the true freshman, comes up big.
Well, he's right. You live for this. You got this. I believe in you. We all believe in you. Go do it.
And what's most critical, you see those mirrored smiles, the positivity, the joy. He's been doing this for a long time. Some great coaching by Sark and a great response by Bert Auburn. But right now he's got to deliver. He's 9 of 9 this year under 40. A 38-yard attempt to make it to the national semifinals and to cap a classic. Does he have it? Off right, denies him. Sparky's got life. Here's your 4th and 1. Quarterback sneak as you see Levitt stretching ahead. Based on where he extended that ball, you'd think that they would move these chains.
Well, but the tell on that quarterback sneak was the fact that Scadaboo was lined up about 6 or 7 yards deep. You normally wouldn't do that on a short yardage situation.
And it is a first down for the Sun Devils. Right here, 3rd and 14. Levitt steps up, gets free inside the 5, and it's 1st and goal. Sam Levitt reminding many of that man, Jake the Snake.
And that's what we're talking about on the play. Texas dropping 7 guys in coverage. Nobody's open, so make a quick decision and go. You're going to see everybody drop out here from Texas defensively. There's a lane right now. You got to go take it. And this is what makes him unique, Joe. 425 scramble yards on the season for Sam Levitt.
Scadaboo wrapped up, sent back, and then goes forward. Is he in? Yes! 335-pound Bill Norton met him. But Cam Scadaboo had other plans. Texas must score. Pressure coming at Ewers. They pick it up. He checks down to the outside to Moore, and Moore is run out of bounds. This is going to come down to a 4th down. From down and out to up and in. But can they advance? Texas must convert 4th and 13.
It's a blitz look here. Quinn Ewers trying to audible.
To stay alive. Can they hook them? Touchdown, Matthew Golden!
Your best players, Joe, they have to touch the ball when the game is on the line. This is a really nice double move by Matthew Golden. Lining up in the slot, faking like he's going to run to the corner, putting his foot in the ground, going to the post. And Quinn Ewers lays it over top of the safety for a score.
177 straight extra points made. But this is the most critical of all for Bert Auburn. To stay alive for a second overtime, and we arrive at it. Second overtime, and Gunnar Helm opens it up that way. Texas's first play of the second overtime, and they take the lead from one of the best tight ends in the country.
Really nice play design by Steve Sarkisian, because you're pulling Hayden Connor at guard. You're trying to make this look like run with the hope that by doing this, these guys are going to play downhill just for a moment, and that allows the tight end, Gunnar Helm, to work on a little wheel route. It's a slow developing play, great protection, and on the first play of the second OT, Texas strikes, and now remember, you got to go for 2 once you get to the second overtime.
That is the rule. You must attempt a 2-point conversion in the second overtime. Sprint right for Ewers, looking for an option to the end zone, and they get it with Golden. Texas is in prime position now. Conversion to stay alive. Sam Levitt with time goes underneath to Scadaboo. Scadaboo cuts back and will have the first down. 3rd and 8. Levitt. That ball's intercepted. It is intercepted. Makuba seals it. Hook 'em horns. They're headed home to Texas to play in the Cotton Bowl. Texas advances. Makuba seals it.
Toe meets leather, and we're underway. And the Bison will take it 1st and 10 from their own. On 2nd down, Miller surveys, finds a man underneath. Wide open, Marshall with real estate ahead of him. Marshall caught from behind and dragged down at the 20-yard line by DJ McKinney, but a huge gain.
Well, it's a matchup against Trevor Woods, 43, the converted safety. And it's just a little Texas route, an angle route by the running back, dumped off to TK Marshall in a big game for
a season ago. On 1st and 10, they gash the front and pick up about 5 or 6 yards. Shamar Brown that time on the carry. The senior from the left hash, and he knocks it through. Early in the season, so many times we see special teams on 3rd down and 4 trying to stay on the field. A gaping hole up the middle, and Offerdahl picks up the first down and moves the chains.
A great job opening up a hole on 3rd down.
Horn in motion. Sanders gets it out to Horn on the edge. And a nice gain of about 8, maybe 9 on the play. Exploiting their speed a little bit there, Roddy. Pressure coming. Shador gets out a dart, complete to Hunter. On the move, showing him his shoe bottoms. Buffaloes crib it. Touchdown. He looked like one right there.
One of the most special players in the country with the ball in his hands. You get him in a one-on-one situation, makes the corner miss. Safety takes a bad angle. And the movie starts with an absolute stunner from Travis Hunter, taking it to the house.
In the words of boss man D'Lo on the sidelines, Colorado, pockets full of cheese and fresher than Febreze right now. Off to a great start. Back after this. Miller gets it out underneath, complete to Henderson. Henderson with a good burst and pushed out of bounds by Shiloh Sanders near that first down marker. As long as you don't end up on the other side of the highlight reel. 2nd and 2. Quick slant, complete for the first down. Out near midfield, it's Braylon Henderson.
Only 4 interceptions through the year.
On 1st and 10. Underneath again, it's the same guy. Henderson has a little bit of room, cuts back. Sanders pushing him out of bounds at the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, North Dakota State.
With new coach Tim Polasek coming over, a little bit more spread concepts and the ability to take advantage of man-to-man coverage. We thought it was going to be the run game where they tried to establish themselves, but this drive, the damage has been done through the air with some really nice passes by Cam Miller and some really nice routes by these receivers.
Miller, touchdown Bison. Stoffel with the catch. And Stoffel giving North Dakota State the lead.
It's just a little switch concept, creating a natural pick on the safety, Savion Riley.
In the pass, 1st and 10, Buffaloes. They keep it on the ground. See the use of the tablet on the sidelines. One of the changes this year in college football. Shedeur Sanders over the middle of the field. Horn on the catch at the other end. The connection and a touchdown.
Shedeur Sanders, you're going to get a safety blitz coming from here, and Dallin Hayden does just good enough against the blitz to be able to give Shedeur Sanders enough time to throw it down the field. Jimmy Horn, is so open that all you have to do is put it in the area code, and then he does the rest. The fastest guy on this Colorado offense shows off the speed to get in the end zone.
Better late than never. 2nd and 9, Miller showing his running ability. There's a flag down. Miller brought down.
Right here in the middle is where it happens. The push is good initially. His hands get high. It's going to and a big opportunity here on 3rd down.
Miller on 3rd and 7. Escapes and finds a man for the first down. Stoffel again.
And again, the legs of Cam Miller, despite the pressure by Colorado, collapsing the pocket, he spins out of it and delivers down the field.
Nelson out to the top of your screen on 1st and 10. Miller back in, keeps it himself between the tackles. Those defensive players trying to rip the ball out. Bentley finally making the stop. See Travis Hunter at the bottom of your screen. He's played in all 32 plays so far. Miller keeps it. Got a good block. Touchdown, Bison. Bryce Lance with another key block.
His brother Trey Lance would certainly be proud. It doesn't hold too much.
Okay, I was going to ask you.
It gets a little bit on the outside. It's borderline. But how about Joe?
Coach Shermer, the first-year offensive coordinator, in his first early defining moment. They keep it on the ground. Oh, it's going to be close. Not sure that Hayden got there. It's going to be North Dakota State football on downs. Mostard again. Dick Landry, the offensive coordinator, has told Miller, you don't have to be a superhero. Just make the basic play, keeps it this time, and will pick up another Bison first down, showing impeccable poise. 1st down and 10. Miller to the short side of the field. A nice catch on the sidelines, a gain of about 4 by Chris Harris. Bryce Lance lined up to the bottom of your screen. Miller goes through his progression. Lance leaping for the catch, but it's going to be short of the first down. Rosa made his first attempt from 36. This one coming from about 30. And he knocks it through good to make it 20-14. Sanders gets it out quickly to Travis Hunter, who has played in every play so far. We didn't expect that today so far, did we?
A little more rest for Travis Hunter with the depth that they've had on both sides. Shedeur does a nice job with pressure coming, leading Travis Hunter.
Two.
Yes, he does.
3rd and 4 for Sanders. And he's going to be sacked back in midfield at the 50-yard line. There was coverage downfield. The punt unit comes in.
Simulated pressure, you get a dropper from the left side, and 91 just bullies the center, Hank Zelinskis, into the backfield, but you had a blitzer coming free from the field.
8 yards away. And a couple of timeouts remaining. They set up the screen out of the end zone, trying to get to the edge. Offerdahl making the catch. So 3rd and 4. Sanders stepping up. Pulls. Complete at the 24-yard line for the first down. Blitz coming off the edge. Sanders delivers complete. And this time Shepard stays in bounds and picks up the first down. They run a twist. Sanders elusive. Fires, got his man. And a good move down to the 39-yard line. First down pickup. Wester with a catch. 9 seconds to go.
This is just purely the magic of Shedeur. I mean, it's almost immediate pressure coming from his left. He escapes out, avoids another rusher, has the poise to stop behind the line of scrimmage, and then that's an absolute dart.
Man.
And afterwards, I think one thing that's underrated about this guy is his toughness. The amount of times that he got hit last year, or else you got no shot.
From the 40. Sanders gets it off down the middle. Caught at the 8-yard line, Jimmy Horn. His helmet comes off, so by rule, he'll have to come out of the game. This one is a low line drive, but it's Cash.
You don't like us, man. Why do you do this to yourself? Come on. Like, it would be hard for me to really engage in someone I don't like or something I don't like. I'm just asking why. Like, why?
Hunter at the bottom of your screen. Shedeur comes back the other way to Hunter. Makes the catch. What a grab. 1st and goal, Buffaloes.
Down the field, and you can see the strength of Travis Hunter. Does he take that matchup?
Sanders pulls. Incomplete. And picked off. It takes a crazy carom into Kubitz's hands. Into the arms of the defender.
It's the corner.
Alfaro.
Anthony Shedemi Alfaro, who's laying on the ground. He's doing push-ups in the end zone. And it bounces off his back leg.
Wow.
What a fortuitous breaking that way.
Great point. Across the formation, the pass complete to Nelson. Made a nice move to set up a 3rd down and about 4 to go. On 3rd down. And they get a sack. Their first one of the game. The block bully, Wankwo.
Warren Sapp absolutely loves it because it's what he used to do. Be a bully in the middle. Get push on the guard. Win your one-on-one battle, and when there's great coverage downfield, finish it with the sack.
Just underway here in the 3rd quarter. Mark Jones, Roddy Jones, Quint Kesenick down to the field. The season opener for both these teams. Sanders wide open. Room service downfield. And all the way down to the 28. The catch by Jimmy Horn.
It's cover 2. These guys split, and Jimmy Horn just goes right down the middle. And Shedeur Sanders, all he has to do is put it in the area and let Jimmy Horn make the catch.
Sanders gets it out quickly into the flat. Nice couple of cuts and a nice first down run by Wester, who seems to be. Sanders pulls it out into the end zone. Touchdown, Hunter.
Unbelievable ball skills and trust from Shedeur Sanders. Marcus Shepard has pretty good coverage, but his back is turned. Shedeur throws it to the inside. Travis Hunter throws the defender.
Henderson in motion. Miller over the middle. Finds him across the formation and brought down Henderson with the catch, short of the first down by a yard or two.
Pass pro is not passive. Check out Barika Pinu coming across with a massive hit on Jeremiah Brown, the blitzing linebacker. That is textbook. You meet force with force.
First down and 10. Miller with a clean pocket steps up. And he has been really productive with his legs tonight.
For this defensive line, this is what it's looked like most of the night when it's been covered downfield. Just not quite close enough. Arden Walker had a shot. Know what he meant to this game.
Sanders underneath, and a nice catch by Wester in one possession football game. Second down and 10. Sanders over the middle, complete. That's Offerdahl again, a little bit short of the first down. They feel that they've established a culture here. Shador, what a pass to Will Shepard. Tremendous touch for the first down. Blitz off the edge, he gets it out quickly, complete, and a missed tackle on Hayden, who picks up the first down. Writhing in some pain.
It's great recognition by Shador Sanders. He's got to throw hot off of a free rusher. Kubit's not able to bring down Dallin Hayden, one of those high-level transfers coming over at the running back position, coming over from Ohio State. And Kubitz, who is the green dot, the communicator in the middle of this North Dakota State defense, down after the play.
It's usually Travis Hunter time. Sanders caught. They're going to rule it complete to Travis Hunter.
It's Travis Hunter on the outside, running a little dig.
Okay, where are his NFL prospects?
Of course it's Travis Hunter.
Sanders completes it. Nice catch, Miller. And Miller pushed out of bounds. One, they just get it off. Into the end zone. Contact. What a catch! A miraculous, implausible, impossible catch by 12.
This is a desperation throw. The play clock's running down.
Come on.
No worries. From Utah to Florida, this huddle is based on a fortified rotation
of the Aggies.
Colorado coming with a little bit of a pressure there, and a good tackle in the open field by Preston Hodge, who came in like a missile. They fake the jet sweep. Peyton is going to be sacked. Still on his feet, to no avail. The second sack of the night. Levante Bentley to keep hold and possession. Off the play fake, surveying, nowhere to go, going the wrong way. Sanders pulls, got a man, contact, and a flag. It was intended for Wester. Self-time here.
Pass interference, defense, number 35, 15-yard penalty enforced from the previous spot, first down.
Or you give North Dakota State the ball back, somewhere around 50 seconds.
Sanders gets it out quickly, complete, got a block on the edge. Horn is going to come up a little bit short. Miller has a man open at the 45, and he's brought down immediately. That's Henderson with 15 seconds to go.
Got a time for two quick plays here if you can get to the sideline.
Miller, a little miscommunication there between he and Bryce Lance. So now you're down to, you would think, just one play here.
How far can you throw it, Cam Miller?
Miller out of the shotgun. 5 seconds to go. He gets it off. It's short of the end zone. They wrestle for it, but time has expired, and the Buffaloes will win it. They close the deal.
Just like you, we hope we're in for something special here this afternoon in Pasadena. Ibuka will wave for a fair catch, and so the Buckeyes will start from the 25-yard line. G. Scott was the tight end. He motioned out. Howard looking to throw. Wide open. Down the sideline. It's Scott, the tight end. A little wrinkle on the opening play and a huge gain into Ducks territory of 30 yards.
They move out of the backfield. It's Chip Kelly. It's just, okay, let's throw the perimeter game real quick. Nope, no problem. Nope. Instead, they delay it, go down the sideline. Nobody picks him up. Oregon completely fooled. Chip Kelly on the very first play. The book on him is get the ball out on the perimeter. Or Muhammad. These corners are going to be on islands. They're going to need to hold up against these receivers.
Take it to Judkins again. And there is Smith roaming free. Breaks a tackle. Ohio State strikes quickly from 45 yards.
Confusion. Now he comes, he's lost. He's completely lost. Now you've got great blocks downfield. Now it's one-on-one. Him against the free safety, Tysheem Johnson. Too big, too athletic, too fast in the open space. He makes him miss. But it started with the confusion on the Oregon side of not locating and understanding the coverage they were experiencing. And that's what he has more than anybody.
First play, Jordan James, their main running back, is going to be tracked down behind the line by Cody Simon.
Make it at a game, and a great job by Quinn Ewers in Texas, answering the bell there in overtime to win it.
2nd and 11 throw. It is bobbled, but it messed up the timing in the play. One with a quick lead. Howard again from the pocket, well protected. Takes a shot downfield, and going up and making the catch is Smith. And Ohio State, just like against Tennessee, clicking early.
They do a good job of, in that bunch formation, they get isolated one-on-one, and these are the matchups you knew you're going to see. It's been what's right with them last week and the start of this game.
Howard off the play fake, is pressured, and will not escape. He'll be dropped right near the line of scrimmage. Play made by Tuioti and Jordan Birch.
And a touchdown.
Tough spot for the Ducks defense, who made a stop, and Ohio State had good field position last time. Got to try to do the same thing again. Emeka Ibuka catches a dart for about a 7-yard gain.
Sarafeld has moved from the left guard over to the right guard, and Luke Montgomery played in that Tennessee game in at left guard.
Off the fake down the middle. Caught in stride. Ibuka touchdown. Buckeyes on fire.
He's with a great route by Emeka Ibuka and an incredible throw over top of that nickel back there, Brandon Johnson. And we'll look at the focus and concentration. Wow. He actually touched that ball. The right hand bobbles, secures just with the right hand, and crosses the goal line for that touchdown.
Two tight ends motion in. Ohio State doesn't bring pressure. Gabriel has a lot of time, checks it down. This is Terrence Ferguson, and the big tight end is best buddies with
Let's look.
He's got to hurry here. Play clock at 1. They just get it off. Gabriel delivers. Catch made. Juggled at the sideline. It's going to be short of a first down. They got front. Better be aware that Jeremiah Smith is on the left of the formation. Howard's looking that way. Launching downfield. Catch made. He cannot be stopped. He beat Dante Manning that time. What a ball.
And look, they have a safety over top. Pretty good coverage, but he misses the football. Not able to locate the ball.
Another chance for Oregon's defense to get off the field here. Howard has some protection. Ibuka's open across the middle. He eludes one man and is knocked down at the 32 by Johnson, but another first down. Attempt against Tennessee, but that was a 56-yarder on a cold night. And this is right down the middle. So, Ohio State takes 10 plays.
And Marvin Harrison and so many more. Very, very proud of what he's doing.
So it's a 3-score game. They try the run up the middle, and Jordan James has had very little room. You can hear the pads pop.
They just come in to help this defense. The rest of these guys have been around for 4 or 5 years playing.
Spent some money on offense. They're down. It's a low throw, but Trayshawn Holden goes down and makes the catch. Difficult challenge against this Ohio State defense. They bring pressure, ball out quickly, catch made. Getting rocked is Tez Johnson. He's short of the marker. Jordan Hancock to Whittington is the back. It's Tez who comes in motion. Gabriel threw it off the hands of Cody Simon, who was thinking pick six. A little pressure there. See if they take a shot here. Howard looking to launch right down the middle. Smith is wide open. Too easy.
One play off. Defense on the back end respond to the motion. They're trying to get on the same. Look at them. They don't know what's going on. And there he is right in the middle of the field. Look, free release. Nobody jams him. No chance that safety is going to stay with Jeremiah Smith. Give Chip Kelly all the credit in the world for this plan again that he has come up with. The offense is executing, and Oregon's defense is lost, and down 24 here in the second quarter.
Play clock at 5. Buckeyes rush 4. Gabriel has time, but now runs out of it on the move. Low throw is into danger. Caleb Downs, who had a pick in the Rose Bowl last year for Alabama against Michigan.
Line here, looking at that neck, his upper back, his upper vertebrae. Those are two big guys to be out for Oregon right now. I'll try to keep you updated.
And the bad news gets worse. Trevion Henderson is loose down the sidelines, all the way to the end zone. It's a Crimson avalanche here in Pasadena. 66 yards.
In order to do that, you need good blocks on the front side, and now you get him in space. His secondary, they've had a rough day just trying to defend the speed of Ohio State and Jeremiah Smith in the passing game. Now you got to come up and run support and deal with this guy. Man.
Touchdown drive through 3 plays, 2 plays, and of course that was a 1-play sprint by Henderson, his old team, and didn't win the first matchup, but as in the flow, as they say, and what is not flowing is this Oregon offense. I mean, batted down off the edge. That's Jack Sawyer in position here. Call plays, and he's going to call another shot. You figure they're not going to throttle back.
No.
Of course, even a handoff has the ability to produce an explosive play. This is Judkins, who just barrels into Oregon territory. What about this Duck defense? I mean,
touches. How many touches did he have in the last game in the regular season? Only a couple.
Yeah, a couple targets. You know, there's a chance for Carnell Tate, who's a really talented receiver himself. He's there to this Oregon defense, and it's going to be an interesting conversation in the Oregon locker room at halftime. You wonder what Lanning's approach is going to be. Fielding has been precise. Everything clicking for Ohio State. Knocks the field goal through to this Oregon defense, and it's going to be an interesting conversation in the Oregon locker room at halftime. You wonder what Lanning's approach is going to be. Fielding has been precise. Everything clicking for. Rolling out again. Gabriel trying to spin free and cannot escape. He'll be sacked by Tuimoloau. Loses 6. Seems irrelevant and never really got going in the first place, but you got to beware of the pass rush really every time out now. Gabriel, downfield shot, left alone is Trayshawn Holden. Slips a tackle, tight ropes, makes a cut, and is going to be knocked down near the Ohio State 20. First real explosion.
No one's open in that back end.
Quick release here across the middle, short gain, and getting knocked down at the 5 as they take a timeout with a couple seconds. Is Whittington. Now you just got one play to try. Whittington shifts to the right here. A lot of time on the play clock. Gabriel from the pocket, scanning. Nobody open on the run. Can he get there? Flips it late, and touchdown. He finds Trayshawn Holden in the back of the end zone. And with triple zeros on the clock, Oregon finally.
Part of his game. Make sure he catches it, secures it, and gets the foot down. And yes, of course he does. They're going to go for 2, but what an effort there by Dylan Gabriel. Nobody open initially. The way that
Ducks trying to cut the lead to 26 at halftime. Gabriel on the move across the middle and connects. Justice Love.
His kids to believe that a comeback is possible.
There was a 17-point comeback. It's the biggest in Rose Bowl history, but this is an even bigger chore. Evan Stewart, I talked to him pregame, Kirk. He seemed to be okay. Is that what Jack Sawyer said? He's so quick and so nimble and so explosive with his hands. Gabriel sacked, and that's Jack Sawyer off the edge. without a running game to worry about. Huge deficit.
Games.
And Oregon, instead of building on that score late in the second quarter, now faces a 3rd and 22. Gabriel weaving around, just trying to stay alive, and flips it near the marker. Coming back and making the catches just as low, and that gives him a chance to go for it on 4th down here.
And the only time we've seen Oregon make plays, great shot by Lowe coming off his route, coming back to help his.
And you can see he was able to lower the shoulder just to get this drive going. Crossing route, Ferguson makes the catch and is slung down in Ohio State territory. Sophomore with just 23 carries coming into this game is now in the backfield on this 3rd and 5. And Gabriel down the middle. Precise throw to Trayshawn Holden. Play fake. Gabriel on the move again and flips it to Ferguson, who's open. Ferguson barrels down inside the 5 again.
Sonny Styles right here in a tough spot. You're going to stay with the tight end. You're going to take me from scrambling. Gets caught in no man's land in conflict.
Touchdown pass short of equaling the all-time FBS record. And they test the middle and falling forward near the goal line. No signal yet. He's in. Touchdown. Whittington falls forward, and they go right at the
push. Ty Hamilton, double team up to the backer. There's the ability to kind of just try to find a way to dent that defensive line. We just said that not many teams have been able to do that against the size of Tyleik Williams, Ty Hamilton, and those linebackers getting down.
Of the game, they're 3 for 6. Howard straight back, pressured now on the move, hit as he throws, put the ball in harm's way, it's broken up, tried to find Abuka, Muhammad in coverage, and Oregon gets a 3 and out.
The athletic ability and instincts that he has.
Penn State batted down 3 of Gabriel's passes in the Big Ten championship game. Hadn't really been a problem all year till that game, and now he's sacked. Sawyer trying to wreck Oregon's comeback chances single-handedly. Backing way off the line of scrimmage as Gabriel steps up and tries to create, and he'll be dropped again. It's Cody Simon. What a stand by Ohio State's defense to assist to take on the Longhorns. Yep. Then go to Atlanta, where Georgia perhaps is lurking. First things first, though, trying to finish the job, and a big shot is delivered. It was Nico Reed coming up on the corner. Smith single coverage to the right. Howard looking in that direction, delivers a slant, pitch and catch. It's just pretty easy. They played off him and made him pay for 10 yards.
That last catch.
Howard, wondering if he'd take a downfield shot, loops it back across the body, and climbing and making the catch is Smith against Nico Reed.
I don't know.
Unreal.
I just had a feeling that they were going to start looking for him. He's been quiet. Like I said, it's been there's a great job of high pointing the ball, those long limbs, able to use the length. Nice strong hand.
300-yard passing day for Howard, who hands it off to Judkins here. Judkins around the corner. They grab his face mask. Flags fly. It was Muhammad guilty, so tack on yardage after the run. Under center. Toss sweep. Henderson has blockers and just gallops into the end zone. Again, Ohio State makes it look easy. Second touchdown for number 32 today.
Big block right here. Getting bodies turned to the inside. Look at him turn and get those Oregon bodies turned back to the inside. Now you have Kosmeric. Good block on the outside by Ennis.
And Gabriel Mountain moment here.
Quick pitch to the perimeter. And finally they have off Kenyon Sadiq. He's a really tremendous athlete that they can use in lots of different ways.
With against Tennessee. I mean, they came out with an edge, eye of the tiger, us against the world mentality.
Batted down again by Sawyer. Are you kidding me? It's like
played with last time out against Tennessee, which is tough to do.
Third down off the play fake. Gabriel tries to scramble for it. He'll be slung down for a loss.
Into the game.
Howard to be smacked and sacked for the first time, hit by Derek Harmon. You're right. They got a big lead, and they'll be holding their breath because they're
yeah. And it's not about anything to do with injury. It's about just keep playing well, not having one of your best players.
Need 4. And the catch is made by Ferguson. Tight end is such a big part of the offense. Took a while to get going. To keep the football. Gabriel, long way to go for Tez Johnson. He's still dancing around. It works out. Yards after the... Gabriel tries to escape. Does. Flips it very late to the perimeter to Whittington. A little tricky downfield pitch. East point. He's beyond the line of scrimmage, so it cannot be a forward pass.
At about the 22. So right at 22.
Touch point is 21, so it did go forward. It looked live like it was a sideways flip.
Yeah.
But instead of that, it's an illegal forward pass and moves the ball back.
This game. It's dark, it's cold, it's freezing outside. Where is this?
Pressure comes. Gabriel for the end zone. Caught for a touchdown by Trayshawn Holden. 27-yard strike, and that will tie Gabriel with Case Keenum, the all-time career touchdown pass record.
To be able to get this ball off, Sawyer actually closed in on him, but a good route and a good job of finishing.
Look out, Kirk. We got trickery here. This is Terrence Ferguson. Direct snap as they try to go for 2. Kind of a zone read handoff. And Kenyon Sadiq, we talked about this versatile weapon who hasn't been involved today.
I'm just mesmerized by the screen. It's 31 and cold in Columbus. I don't know. What's it in Eugene right now?
We each have our roles out here.
No, I know, but enough.
Oh, that gets away. He's got to cover that. Goes back and grabs it at the 12.
Combination of staying aggressive, working the clock.
Well, that touchdown able to keep a flicker of hope unless Judkins can extinguish it. What the Ducks need is what they have been able to do.
Through those times in life than you do going through the easy times.
End around. Look out, Henderson trying for a second long touchdown, and the third today is...
Got a leader here. It's interesting to hear that from the defensive perspective.
Yeah, it sure was. Across the middle to the hands of Henderson. You're not supposed to hit the quarterback. Now back to third. They got it right. 3rd and 14. And they get him again. That's Cody Simon, who's been everywhere. Number 0. Michigan get that chance in that home playoff game to clobber Tennessee. Come to the Rose Bowl in what was considered a toss-up rematch game. Get your revenge. Ohio State overwhelming today. And look out, Longhorns, because the Scarlet and Gray Redemption Tour arrives in Texas for the semifinals with serious steam. And for the top seed undefeated team, Woodring boots it high, but it's returnable. Law from the 5. Gets a crease, and Kendrick Law falls forward out to the 33, and that's where Jalen Milroe will set up.
Being able to pull that and keep it himself later.
Now a downfield shot looking for Henderson, coming back and making the catch. Emmanuel Henderson hasn't made a big impact this season until that deep shot.
Football game, and right here you can see Henderson one-on-one with the first-year starter Humphrey.
Pressure comes. Milroe escapes. Jalen Milroe flashes the strength and the speed and makes a positive play out of a near disaster.
Create an opportunity for Miller to come free. Nobody picks him up. Kirby Smart told us this week, it's one thing to get to him, but we got to be able to bring him down. Miller's right there and olays him. It gives you an idea of the quickness of what number 4 can do to this defense.
Yeah, I said, what are the issues? Major issue, 16 consecutive quarters. And 2nd and 4, keeper all the way. Stiff arm, Milroe knocked out at the 2 by Jackson. Milroe around left end. Touchdown, Alabama. What an opening drive as they overcome their mistakes and draw first blood.
Movement. Now you're going to try to get to the outside. Good block there. Look at 52. Give me somebody to block. He just walks into the end zone for that touchdown.
Can certainly be an electric running back. Beck straight back on first down across the middle. Dart. Accurate throw to Dominic Lovett, and he's got a first down across the 35, pick up 15. School this year covering a speedy receiver in a game like this. On the edge, Etienne. And also hurt defenses as a receiver. The ball is loose. Bama pointing that they have it. No signal yet. It'll be Georgia keeping possession. Daniel Gotro saying that replay official John Allman and the replay center will take a look at this. Clearly, it was a fumble.
Let's watch the recovery. There's Fairchild right there.
Justin Jefferson looked like he knocked the ball loose. And there's Fairchild jumping on it. He's
just to have the
After
football.
video review, the ruling on the field stands.
Tide rush 3. Beck loops the ball downfield. There's a battle there. Flags come out as Lovett made the catch.
Pass interference. Offense, number 6. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Keep him in the pocket, make him throw the football and get after him.
Justice Haynes is the back, and the first carry by a running back is a chunk play again. Look at Haynes weaving out across the 40. At the 39, Milroe from the pocket. Surveys and finds across the middle. Williams makes a man miss. He is just different, Kirk. We've seen him on tape.
Tempo, seeing the field well.
Easy access throw. Law. Georgia not tackling well, and the Tide down near the red zone again. What's the tight end on 3rd and 5, and now Miller motions to the near side. Milroe looking for him on a wheel route on a dime. The Tide.
And he's late. See that little hesitation? That's a fast running back that he's got to try to catch up with. Milroe saw that. Now he can't find the football. And oh, by the way, Milroe puts it right on the money. Great design play. Alabama right now all over Georgia. Up 14 here early. Another 3rd and long for Georgia.
Tide showing pressure, and they bring it. Ball out quickly. It is intercepted. Picked off by Damani Jackson, the transfer from USC. And it's gone from bad to worse in a hurry for the Dogs.
How about the job by this corner? What a play by Damani Jackson. That ball got on him in a hurry. See how quickly? And I don't think it was a flash before his eyes because it was hidden behind the receiver. He shows that athletic ability, and it gives Jalen Milroe outstanding field position here.
And can teach his team about, but the guys on the field looking a little dazed right now. Keeper again. Milroe makes a cut. Powers down. It'll be 1st and goal. The ball came out, but he was ruled down.
Up quick throws.
Haynes to Milroe's left. Bernard comes in motion, gets the football, gets a block on the edge, turns the corner, touchdown Tide. 3 for 3.
This time it's Anthony Evans. Definitely gets into the corner of the end zone. How about the block by the young...
Pressure picked up, easy across the middle. C.J. Dupree, the tight end, rumbles into Georgia territory. But every 3rd down, need 5 here. And it's a trick play. The clap by Milroe. They hand it off to Milroe. Direct snap, I should say, to Miller. Yard here on 4th. Milroe, keeper. 1st down and more. Tight roping down the sideline. Touchdown. Unbelievable start for Milroe in this offense. 36-yard lightning strike. C championship game. 2nd and 7. Pitch on the edge. Love it. Short gain. Zabian Brown. Whistle had blown. No fumble. 2 tight ends. Etienne tries the middle. Had to dodge contact in the backfield. That was crucial. Gets ahead for the 1st down. Come after Beck is picked up, and the catch is made by Dylan Bell just behind him there, but another good protection. Throws it into a seam, and the catch is made. Jahad Campbell delivers a big blow on Etienne. Into the end zone, and Georgia on the board. a desperately needed answer to all the haymakers the Tide have been throwing.
And able to get up to those linebackers, receivers getting involved in the blocks. There's the answer we've been waiting for from
the 16. With the 1st and 19, pressure comes. Milroe escapes again. Jalen Milroe, look out when he builds momentum. Gets a couple blocks on the edge. Can't get near him. And the Dogs give their offense the football back on 4th down. Handoff. Miller stopped. Miller jammed up at the line of scrimmage. Pass to the far right, empty backfield. 3-man rush. Beck surveys, throws it right to Alabama. It's picked up by Jahad Campbell. A disastrous turnover just when the Dogs had momentum. The second for Beck tonight.
Back over there. Hits him right in the chest. Poor decision by Beck after the big stop by the Dogs defense.
Campbell, Alabama, he's strong off the edge, rushing the passer, and can play coverage too. Dupree spins, takes a big shot, and gets down near the 13. A second takeaway against Carson Beck. 2nd and 11. All kinds of time. A dart over the middle, it's bobbled and intercepted. Picked off. Is a flag down, so hold on a second.
Delays, releases, tries to get it between the backers behind him, and that's the first ball we've really seen where it's not perfectly thrown. Behind him, yeah, he can catch it, but because it's behind him, there's a chance to hit him. Ball goes in the air, and Georgia gets on top of it.
Kirk, you were thinking, rightfully so, about the daily double for the Dogs. Now they got
do it here.
He said you're going to see stuff they've never seen on tape anywhere. Invented for this game. Heavy pressure. Beck off his back foot, just heaves it to green grass. Could not block the crimson wave that came at him.
Buddy downfield.
It took a while. There was a lot of urging from Kalen DeBoer on the Alabama sideline. But Daniel Gotro gets the crew together. Yeah, that was just a obvious attempt to avoid his safety, and that's what it's going to be.
The result of the penalty is a safety.
You're smart to be in a big game. Long throw, still staying aggressive. And the catch is made and falling forward.
It's been not just in prevent, it's been happening most of this half.
Trick play it to flea flicker. Milroe's going to flip it back underneath there to Bernard. And Bernard's going to be dropped at the 50. And they're just trying to toy with him now. Start. Short pitch, hoping that Arian Smith can break a whole bunch of tackles. And he'll finally be corralled inside the Alabama 40. And that will be the end of a stunning first half here in Tuscaloosa. Some pushing and shoving, frustration obvious for the Dogs. Alabama feeling pretty juiced up themselves. And they eventually get them separated. Pressure immediately, and Beck is knocked down. Deontay Lawson out of Mobile. Fritz needs 6. Beck scrambles, now goes sideways. Instead of going forward to the marker, he'll be stopped a yard short.
That would have been a touchdown.
On the edge, there's Lovett. Gets around a block. Dominic Lovett in a foot race, and they'll finally haul him down. That was Campbell showing tremendous speed in pursuit.
Holding, offense, number 5. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Remains 2nd down.
Protection, throw across the middle, and catch made in traffic by Lovett. Did well to hold on to the ball. This stuff on there. Short throw, catch made on the edge, and breaking a tackle is Lovett, who's off and running. Lovett, their most explosive pass play tonight, and the true freshman Red Morgan, who's in for Devontae Smith at the moment, missed the tackle.
Bring 8 on pressure. We just talked about how they're showing it and dropping it. This time they bring it, trusting their defensive backs to hold up on islands. Good job of shaking Red Morgan there. Huge yards after the catch.
Play 15 of the drive, finally in the red zone. Right down the middle, high throw, touchdown. Arian Smith And the Dogs still have life.
And Smith, who used to be just kind of a straight line guy. Watch this release. Outside jab, upfield, getting that separation. Easy throw when you get a receiver who wins at the line of scrimmage. That time Carson Beck says, thank you very much. I got an open guy downfield. And that
on the move. Flips it back across his body and on the back line. Lawson Lucky, the tight end, catches the conversion. And it is a 2-score, not a 3-score game, thanks to that conversion.
Yep.
Dupree, the tight end, lines up far to the left. Milroe, lots of time, and an easy pitch and catch. Williams has first down yardage out of
Georgia's zone defense, just sitting nicely, the freshman.
And now the freshman goes down the middle. Williams bobbled and caught. And the incredible start for this prodigy continues. He made that an adventure, but another electric play from number 2.
But you put Malachi Starks as a safety who can cover on the electrifying freshman. He's got great ball skills. That ball gets behind him. What a job there by Williams' concentration.
Haynes the back. And he's got the ball out of the backfield. He's hit immediately. So Dan Jackson and Malachi Starks, the missed one in the opener and just sneaks it inside that right upright. That was close, but they need something to happen quickly. Etienne can make it happen quickly, but he has been corralled by this tight run defense, and Deontay Lawson makes another big play.
Really good player, communicating, getting everybody lined up.
Back across the middle, another squeezed into tight target, and Dylan Bell has become one of his
chance because it was low to go down and get it.
Staying alive here in this game with these 4th down conversions. On first down, Beck loses the football. They knock it out of his hands, and Latham makes the recovery. Rusa knocked it loose. Another turnover for Beck.
Off the edge, number 4. One didn't know if he could go. He's got power. You could see the change of direction, the awareness to be able to get his hands on the football. So he might not be at 100%, but he makes a big impact on this game here in the 4th quarter with that left hand knocking the ball loose.
Playing through some pain. It was a high ankle sprain. Beck trying to escape. Checks it down. Etienne held inbounds. Across the middle, and that's an accurate throw and a nice catch by Evans in traffic. He's come up big tonight.
Throw that time.
20-yard gain, playing with tempo. Back another long throw, and a catch made. And fighting down near the goal line is Colby Young, the tall, physical player that came from. Back again across the middle. Bobbled, caught, touchdown. Lawson Lucky. Tight end again, comes back from Beck after his 3rd turnover tonight.
Now Beck is seeing the field. Now this is the Carson Beck that we've grown to come to kind of expect his ability to read coverage and deliver the football. Good job of coming back. Almost lost the handle.
Batted away. Put it off to the left, but Keon Sabb was standing right there and knocked it down. So the first 18 minutes of this game. A lot tougher now. They bring some pressure. Milroe right down the middle. Threw it behind Cole Adams, but he went down and got it, and they do convert.
3rd down.
From the pocket, here's he throws. It's broken up. Dangerous throw because Dalen Everett was tracking back. C.J. Allen brought the pressure. Beck steps up, pitches downfield, and hits a man. It's Cash Jones, who's become a weapon out of the backfield. And
we're used to seeing here in this 2nd half.
Who can give you explosive plays? Cash Jones comes up with a 30-yarder. Beck pressing the ball downfield, and the coverage again. Caught! Arian Smith at the 1-yard line. In 2 plays, they're on the doorstep.
That's the 4th straight pass of 20 yards or more that he has hit in this 2nd half. And let's give credit to these receivers adjusting back to these footballs.
Cass Jones, who made that first big play, takes the handoff and just runs right into a crimson wall. John Campbell and others make the play. Etienne is the back. End around. Bell breaks into the end zone. Georgia very much alive and looking dangerous now.
Quick motion right here by Bell. It just opened up.
Well, we said there's going to have to be urgency, quick strike, and they've delivered that. Last 2 touchdown drives, 80 yards in a minute 46. That last one, 78 in a minute 35. Suddenly on fire, Dogs Attack's going to get the ball back with a chance to win it. And this is mishandled by the freshman. A disastrous play. They have to just fall on it. That was Ryan Williams back there. Not a role that he's really played as a returner.
And Georgia just kept battling. Here they are.
Milroe from the end zone. High throw, dangerous, and the catch is made for a first down by Jeremy Bernard.
So ultra conservative. You know, they're like you said, they're not working clock at all here, up 5.
Second down, long throw. Catch is made by Dupree, but he's hit immediately there by Julian Humphrey. Lead, if you can believe it. They're showing pressure, and they bring it. And Milroe on the move, makes the catch. Justice Haynes doesn't quite get there. C.J. Allen stops him short of the marker. 4th down. Decision for DeBoer. Does he dare go for it here? A bomb if he can. Anthony Evans standing back at the Georgia 28 and steps up to make a fair catch at the 33. We don't need to play urgently here. But he's looking to throw that downfield. Has a man wide open. Dylan Bell's got it. A foot race. Spin, spray, and scores. Can you believe it? Georgia has the lead. 67 yards. Dose again brought to you by Dos Equis to make it a 3-point lead for Georgia. Beck takes off and will not get there. Stretches, but comes up short of the goal line.
Chris, what a call. Little inside move, get the safety to bite, and then get behind him. And a great throw by Carson Beck. And unbelievable. Georgia has taken the lead, 34-33. This could be the largest comeback in the top 5 matchup of all time.
The biggest in Georgia history. I'll tell you, all of a sudden, there's a lot of calm and command from Milroe at the start of this game. He's got to have it right now. And they take a downfield shot. And the catch is made. It's Ryan Williams, still spinning free. Touchdown, Alabama. They answer in one play. 75 yards for the 17-year-old. Are you kidding us?
Factor, and he showed it right there.
Time to go for Dose again. A lot of beer handed out here in the 4th quarter. Dos Equis bringing it to you. This to make the lead 6-7 actually. Low throw, goes down and grabs it. Jeremy Bernard.
Shot to my guy that can make a play to the outside. He's one-on-one. Look at the DB, never located the football. The receiver, Williams, does. That's why he was able to adjust back. Julian Humphrey never saw him. Out on an island because of the quickness there off the line of scrimmage. Look at this. It's not the greatest route, but it's the awareness and the ability to come back to the ball. And then what he does after the catch. This isn't a big guy. He's 175 pounds from Alabama, struggling to locate the ball.
Beck escapes, takes off, and no slide. Dives short of the marker. A lot of cushion. Alabama playing off these receivers. Trying not to give up yet another big play. And Etienne plows forward and drives for a strong run. They fake it to Etienne. Beck looking to launch downfield, and it's incomplete. Another battle for the football between Lovett and Devontae Smith, who's come back in the game. Beck backpedals, converts. Catch made to the 36 by Colby Young.
That time Young does hold on to it. Got a matchup up top, one-on-one.
Final minute of regulation.
There it is.
Look in that direction, looping throw, battle broken up. It was just a little bit underthrown for Young. Zabian Brown, the true freshman, out there on an island.
They intentionally put trips into the boundary, and they went to the other side, one-on-one against the young true freshman. You got a veteran, the
Beck Launches for the end zone. Jump ball. Intercepted. And Xavier Brown, the freshman, makes a game-saving play for Alabama. Talk about stepping up in a massive way 4 games into your college football career.
Unbelievable. You know, instead of being press man, Chris, the true freshman gave the bigger receiver some room. About 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. You'll see him as you way out to the left. And what it allows him to do is this time, look how he locates the football. The previous time, he did not. This time, because of the cushion, he was able to see the ball. And he's got the athletic ability, once he sees the ball, to be able to go up in high point and be an athlete and take it away from the taller receiver at 6'3".
Jeter returned as their kickoff man last week in the win against Georgia. Ordinarily kicks touchbacks. Nicholas Singleton back deep and no chance to run that back. So here come the Nittany Lions on offense as their starting quarterback. The toss to Nicholas Singleton. Broke a tackle and got shoved out of bounds by Jack Kaiser at perimeter in this playoff. Singleton remains the back. It's a blitz and a good call. A screen against it. Nicholas Singleton across midfield. And knocked down by Christian Gray. 2 receivers to each side. Warren has 98 catches. They throw it wide to Katron Allen, and he's gang tackled at the 44. Jack Kaiser leading the way, playing in his school record 69th game. Allen, the former head coach at Indiana. Another blitz off the corner, and Love stopped by Jalen Reed. Wearing the Darth Vader stickers under his eyes. On 3rd down and 7, Leonard back shoulder throw, caught by Mitch Evans, and he's out of bounds.
Create a little bit of a mesh to throw off. A.J. Harris creates just a touch of separation. It's a well thrown back shoulder.
Then they spread the field. And again, a Penn State blitz, and the pass batted out of the air by Amin Vanover. One of those players we were talking about.
Mistake potentially.
Katron Allen is the running back. Some flinching along the line. No flags down. And Allen lost a yard. They might have stepped in and stepped in well. On 3rd down and 2. Allen, nice cut. Got the first down. Looked like they might stop him behind. Well protected, and the pass broken up, intended for Wallace, and Jordan Clark knocked it down.
Which is exactly how it should be played in the semifinal setting.
Riley Thompson, like Rendell, the Notre Dame punter, an Australian. Great coverage. Perlman hit immediately on the catch by Zion Tracy. Favor by committee. And the high throws intercepted. Picked off by Zakee Wheatley. The 7th interception for the Penn State defense in their 3 college football playoff games as it went sailing over the head of Jaden Harrison. In their 3 games, really 2 games plus in this playoff. Middle tight end screen. Tyler Warren lowers his head and ran over fellow All-American Xavier Watts.
That's the side that can road grade in short yardage situations.
Sometimes they send Warren in motion. This time they sent Singleton in motion. He got the ball and got the first down. Here at Penn State for Kotelnicki, 43-year-old Minnesota native. A juggle by Katron Allen. He got it back. It's 2,819. Allen on 2nd and 3. On the run. Good throw. And a first down.
And give him 2 downs to get it here on 3rd and 4.
11th play of the drive. Trying to capitalize on the takeaway. Aller back corner of the end zone with a flag down. It is picked off. by Christian Gray, but there is a flag down.
Prior to the pass, holding, number 29, defense. This is to the goal, automatic first down.
Well, instead of an interception for Gray, it's a penalty that gives Penn State 1st and goal inside the 5.
And it's right at the point as Wallace is trying to release to the outside. Gray grabs that jersey, and it's an easy call for the official.
The minute they had Warren lined up like he was going to be the quarterback in the pistol. The handoff to Allen, and he's dropped behind the line of scrimmage by Joshua Burnham. From the 3-yard line, Aller in the flat, it's dropped by Nicholas Singleton. Start of the year, he took over when Sanders Sahadak struggled, and he's been excellent, and that's a gimme from 20 yards out. So by doing that against Indiana in round 1, Jarian Price is in on 1st down, and he got smothered. Smith Vilbert, a backup defensive end, 104 yards, his lowest total of the year. And it took him 30 carries to get it. Lots of running room for Price. And he's down close to the 1st down. Leonard always a threat to run on 3rd down. It's a design run for him. And he lunges and uses that 6'4" frame. Running back on 1st and 10. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. 3-0 Penn State. Snap was a bit of a floater. And Leonard got it off to Chris Mitchell. 4 receivers to the left of Riley Leonard. Design run for him. They tried to spread people out, give him some running room, and it didn't work. Wheatley again, as James Franklin said, has really made it. Andy Kotelnicki become more of a running threat, and he's become more of a vocal team leader as well. Here's Katron Allen spinning his way for a 1st down across the 30. Tyler Warren again lines up. He was recruited as a quarterback by many schools, originally committed to Virginia Tech. And he runs before that at Buffalo. And now Warren was lined up to throw it. He stiff arms Osbury away, runs away from Heinisch, and almost has a 1st down. He might have it. They're going to mark him just about. Best tight end of the country. He has 99 catches this season, the single season Penn State record. And he can run, he can throw.
I mean, he's got all the tools you can want in a potential franchise quarterback.
6'5", 236 pounds. Katron Allen yards. Under 5 minutes to go in the half. They run away from a blitz, and it's Singleton taken down. Quick throw to Warren and a 1st down. Many options for this Penn State offense. Just 1 out of 6 on 3rd down. They gave it to Singleton, the motion man. Touchdown, Penn State.
And a terrific effort by Singleton. Is he up all the way as the ball crosses the plane? It looks like he is. Just a terrific drive from Penn State.
5.5, 2 timeouts, and a 2-minute stoppage for Notre Dame. Offense that's gone flat. Leonard dumps it off for Aeneas Williams. He got 8. They'll go quickly to the line.
2-minute operation, obvious passing situation. Got to get the ball out quick to avoid the quick pass rush.
Can they find a wide receiver who can make a play for them? Under duress again, and this time from Zane Durant. And Tom Allen was talking about how disruptive he's been.
Shot taken by Riley Leonard down to the ground. Lands awkwardly on that right side.
More bad news for Riley Leonard, the Oregon State. A tough task here. In his first pass, a high ball caught by Aeneas Williams, who walked the sideline and went out at the 45. Charles Jagusaw is in at right guard. He's missed a lot of the year due to injury. Nice throw and catch. Jordan Faison. His first catch of the night. He'd been the primary wide receiver target Irish, even with the depletions to the lineup, on the move here. And Jelly for Williams, a juggling catch. He's down just short of the first down. Williams stays in, 50 seconds and 1 timeout. And Jelly to Evans, who has the first down and gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Mitchell Evans, the motion man, pressure from Carter. There is Aeneas Williams, and he got the first down and got out of bounds. And Jelly just seems as cool as can be. Had to contest with a high snap, did well to handle it, but that threw off the whole play. And Abdul Carter got there for the 3rd Lions sack. And it looks like Notre Dame will use the timeout to kick a field goal in the final seconds of the half. All of those were from 44 plus. This is from 41 to give them some momentum heading into the half. And it is good. His dad, Andrew, the chiropractor, helped him recover from that groin injury.
Movement in the run game. So they're going to have to trust these wide receivers and tight ends and find some matchups against a secondary that was locked down for a majority of the first half.
They've won 12 in a row since, the last 9 by double figures. Longest such streak in Notre Dame history. Love staggers close to a first down. Still playing without 2 starters along that offensive line. Leonard has a man open. Nice catch over the shoulder. Aeneas Williams. And the biggest play of the night for the Irish to the 19-yard line.
To the inside, gets behind him. It's a perfectly placed ball by Riley Leonard.
Williams. Room off left tackle. Inside the 5. Jalen Reed saved the touchdown. Love also a touchdown score, 16 yards rushing. He leads the way, blocking. Riley Leonard, a touchdown.
And what a start for this Notre Dame offense, and the offensive line in particular. Misdirection all the way down the field. It's a great kick-out block from right to...
He goes in motion. Sometimes they motion him and he goes under center. Allard throws it in his direction. He backpedals for an extra yard or 2, wrestled out by Xavier Watts. They are 1 and 2 all time in tight ends drafted. Here's Allen deep, handoff, and Notre Dame stops him. They get a touchdown and they get a 3 and perhaps out. Hard to believe James Franklin would go for this.
That offensive line.
Riley Leonard out of the gun with Jadarian Price, the running back. Here's Jordan Faison. Good run after the catch by the lacrosse star at Notre, which is moving briskly. Price remains the running back on a delay. He's in trouble, and it's Abdul Carter there.
It's been giving them problems on the right side in long yardage situations.
Short throw dropped. Not an accurate throw off the hands of Evans. James Rendell to punt. They came after him, put some pressure on Zion Tracy. No fair catch, and he got flattened right on the catch. A renovation of Walt Frazier Park right down the street here in Miami Gardens. Penn State trying to get back in an offensive flow. That's a good way to start. Tyler Warren drags Xavier Watts with him. Notre Dame, one of the biggest blitz teams in the country. They rush 5 and they get there. And Aller still on his feet. Got away from Vili Amuasa, but could not escape Rod Hurd. Riley Thompson drives one. Max Hurleman made the first 2 miss. And he gets upended just shy apart because he hopes it will lead to other opportunities for black coaches. Leonard had to pull it down, and he gets on the ground with a 2-yard loss.
So probably looking somewhere in the slot.
Blitz coming from deep. Leonard just enough time, and the catch made. Jaden Greathouse at the half. They had 55 yards rushing in that third quarter. 3rd down and 2, first play of the 4th quarter. Jaden Thomas taken down at the 16. The wide receiver took. Eli Raritan, the backup tight end, still in the game. He went in motion. They throw it toward him, and a flag down as Kobe King grabbed a hold of Raritan.
Pass interference, number 41, defense. First down, Notre Dame.
And they are going to take advantage of this matchup all day long. As you can see, Kobe King, number 41, never turns around.
1st and goal from the 2. Irish trying to take the lead. He handed it off to Love, who stays on his feet. Love is in the end zone.
Well, it was all effort from Jeremiah Love. He said no hurdling, broke his rule right there. He just refuses to go down, going against one of the best defensive players in the country, and Abdul Carter, who goes over the top, continuing to keep his balance and driving and stretching across.
Drew Eller's 7 out of 15 for 81 yards. They come out with a play-action pass, looking for Warren. He runs into it, and a big play across midfield. They go to their best player. 2 defenders are trying to get there. Warren is slow to get up on his own sideline. Round draft choice, certainly, and the top tight end in the country. They're going to take him to the tent. Mom Don is wearing the glasses, left of your screen. Lots of bodies around the ball, and it's a wide open Khalil Dinkins. That's reminiscent of the first half. Some creative design and well executed. And Warren is coming back in after a quick visit in the medical tent.
That's a good sight to see right there.
Katron Allen, lots of running room. Trying to bounce outside. Irish fans screaming for a penalty. They thought Christian Gray was being held. Trying to stop this Penn State drive. 7th play. Singleton bottled up for a moment and winds up in the end zone. 2nd touchdown for Singleton.
Particular number 66, Drew Shelton, just completely pushes Notre Dame defender way out of the way, which allows Singleton to cut back against the grain where he has momentum and
after a 4 for 12 start. The ball's in the hands of Riley Leonard. Given plenty of time, and he throws an interception. Denied. Dennis Sutton dropped into coverage and picked it off. Allen shifted back to his right hip. They picked up pressure up the middle. Aller does run the ball. Has the first down and more. Got banged around and kept on going to the 24. More of a runner. And an effective one at that. All day to throw. Throwing for Warren. And that one's intercepted. Jack Kaiser picked it off. There's a flag down inside the 5-yard line. Call against Marcus Freeman's team. And he has a wry smile for the officiating crew.
Pass interference, number 0. Defense, 15-yard penalty. Automatic, first down.
And they said number 0, but I think it's number 8, Schuler, who never at any point turns around to try to make a play on the ball. That's a good call by the official. The Notre
8 minutes to go. Singleton! His 3rd touchdown of the night.
In the center. Look at number 72, Nolan Rucci, who reaches Rubio, secures him off, walls him off just enough to allow Singleton to slip up inside. That was a great job on the
line of scrimmage. And they bring pressure. And it is the nose tackle, Zane Durant. He didn't need help from the blitz. He got penetration and dropped the play for a 4-yard loss. Catch made. Jaden Greathouse trying to get to the line to gain. They're going to spot him out.
2 guys in the passing game.
Saw Anthony Knapp, their starting left tackle, in street closing the sideline. Leonard started a run, then dumped it off for Greathouse for a first down. 40s, living out his dream and hoping for the dream ending. He runs for a first down.
Call by giving a look back to the sideline.
Late toss to Love. He goes up and over. Said he wouldn't do it because of the knee. He's just hurdled somebody in the 6th different game this year. Under 5 minutes to go. 2nd down and 8. Penn State leads by a touchdown. Leonard throws wide open. Jaden Greathouse avoided Jalen Reed and scores. 54 yards.
With Greathouse in the slot, and as Greathouse goes to the outside, Miller just falls down. As a result, Greathouse has nothing but room out in front, makes a guy miss, and is out the gate. 3rd and 3.
They send him in motion. And Notre Dame sends a couple of defenders. They send Kaiser on a blitz. It was picked up. Aller being run down and stopped at the line of scrimmage. Pursued by Kaiser, and it was the freshman Bryce Young. Back to follow. 2 minutes to go in a tie game. 2nd and 2, Notre Dame. Love trying to turn the corner. Taken down a yard short of the first down. The 3rd down and 1, a minute and a half to go. Of course it's Leonard. He has the first down at the 36. Agonizing for Eller. At his career longs 53. Leonard stumbles away from the rush, takes off running and runs out of bounds with a gain. Block. Face on the motion man. Leonard steps up. He's in trouble and sacked back at the 49-yard line by Keziah Izzard. He's 11 for 20 for 139. They start with a handoff to Singleton. He has a lot of running room. He has a first down. And he's out to the 28-yard line. The clock will stop for a moment to move the chains. Here's Barker. His long is 49. Aller hit as he throws. And it is intercepted. Christian Gray picks it off.
There's an interception. First down. Notre Dame.
They got aggressive, and it has blown up on them as they turn it over for the first time tonight. Snead came on a blitz.
And it was a huge mistake by Drew Aller. Wants to work left, works all the way back, and you can never throw lane over the middle. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are. You want to make a play for your team, but you cannot throw it blind from that far away. Not back to throw it. The pass rush got home. Got to be thinking run here for the Irish.
And it is, and it's Leonard. Leonard up the middle. Tripped up by...
I'm getting as many guys up to the line of scrimmage as possible.
I think they tried to run it in the middle of the field if they could. Leonard's going to throw it into a crowd. Greathouse the catch. A great night for Greathouse. They're at the 25-yard line to give Notre Dame the lead in the final seconds. 41-yard attempt. Snap and hold are good. The kick is good! Game when he really struggled, his confidence was gone. 3-man rush. Aller, here come the laterals. Warren lateraled it off. Harrison Wallace sends it back to Aller. And that's out of bounds and ends the game. Notre Dame has won the Orange Bowl, and Marcus Freeman is taking them to the championship game.
Fielding to kick it away for the Buckeyes. Matthew Golden, their star receiver, standing at the goal line. It's a line drive kick right through the end zone. and a touchback. Backfield. Ewers looking to throw and flips it downfield. One-handed grab by Golden on the run. What a play by this guy who is perhaps the most underrated receiver in the country.
And a good job of moving and getting him away from the pressure on third down. Espn, number one, pretty good coverage, just never locates the football. And Matthew Golden picks up right where he left off against Arizona State.
End around, Ryan Wingo, the speedy freshman, able to escape, get the edge, and scoot out of bounds. Sonny Styles, the line. Very long arms Sawyer has. And now they need 4 on this third down. Trying to run for it, and contact right near the line of scrimmage. Wisner met by number 0 to get the run game going. Need about 2.5 yards. Pressure comes. Ewers gets it out, incomplete. He was hurried. And that time Simon was in coverage against DeAndre Moore.
They have in store to try to affect his rhythm.
Jeremiah Smith wide left, guard by Malik Muhammad, but they hand it off to Quinshon Judkins, who lowers his shoulder and pick. Howard, pressure is picked up, ball out quickly. Emeka Egbuka makes the catch, is knocked backwards, but first down yardage.
Attack after getting a new set of downs.
Egbuka and Smith both on the same side, the left. Howard's looking to the right. And the almost forgotten man is Carnell Tate. He'd be a featured.
Watch the drop right here. Surprises him. He didn't anticipate that. And almost, ball is tipped. Almost Trey Moore with a chance to surprise him and come up with that interception. Just missed time.
Field goal range at the moment on this 3rd and 6 play. Howard across the middle. Finds the seam in the zone and converts again to Egbuka.
Opening drive.
Trevion Henderson is the back. Howard took a look that way and now fires across the middle. Egbuka's got it again. Cannot forget about him.
No.
10th play of the drive. Judkins had to dodge traffic and then fights forward and scores. Ohio State up and running quickly again. They didn't have the football very much in that game. Couldn't get the defense off the field. Ewers has pressure, and he'll be swarmed and sacked. Tuimoloau.
They play together. Great coverage allows those defensive linemen to eat.
Slant, and the catch is made by DeAndre Moore. And on 2nd and 15, they move the stick. Both teams employing tempo in the early stages here. That's Wingo who goes in motion, gets the ball on the edge, has some blocks. Wingo, blazing speed, and is just tripped up by Caleb Downs, who saved the member of this team when he is healthy on the field on this 3rd down. Ewers walked right up into pressure and got sacked again by Tuimoloau and Ty Hamilton. Important for Texas defense early. You got to stop,
with
right?
3:44 to go. This is a huge drive for Texas.
Got to stop this Buckeye momentum, but again, wide open over the middle of the field. Carnell Tate holds on, and they
some yards.
Henderson slot right now, motions back in, gets the football on the end around, and Trevion Henderson had that electric long touchdown run against Oregon, gets loose again and gets out near midfield. Got a block from his buddy Judkins. They don't usually count pancake blocks by running backs, but that would
count.
Consist of one. Pump fake early, and now across the middle, and it's caught by G. Scott, involving all. 2nd and 24, final minute of a Ohio State dominated first quarter. And however, the keeper will be wrapped up and dropped. Ethan Burke got him behind the line. Texas comes after it. And the punt directed over near the 10-yard line, and Bolden makes the catch. Gets a couple blocks. Look out. Dropped the ball. Came right back to him. Put the ball on the ground, and it bounced right up off the rug into his hands. It was knocked loose by Caden Kirk.
Ohio State, even though he's a veteran guy that started for 3 years.
See if they bring pressure. They do. Ewers steps up. Lost the ball. It's on the ground. Texas retains possession, but for the 3rd time already, Buckeyes with a sack. Sonny Styles knocked the ball.
In other aspects of this passing game, then you'll get your one-on-one shots.
And they work away from Smith to Tate on the opposite side. Another completion. First down to the 46. But hasn't really mounted a serious threat yet. Longhorns show pressure. It's picked up. Howard flips it short across the middle. And looking the ball in is Merrick, one of the additions. See if they can pressure Howard in 3rd and 8. They only rush 4. He steps up, fires across the middle off the hands of Abuka, who is a step in front of Malik Muhammad. But Texas defense does get the stop.
Good play. He was a great, fun to watch.
Has yet to get the tight end involved here. Gunnar Helm. Howard scanning, throwing downfield, and going up to make the catch is Tate on the sidelines. But Buckeyes still making adjustments when the snap came. And Ewers across the middle. It's dropped. Would have been a first down, but Isaiah Bond, who got hurt against Georgia, as they go back to work. 11 scored since that opening possession. Judkins, nowhere to run, turns back into the middle, and they'll be knocked down at the line of scrimmage by Lole. For the break, and try to erase this lead. Pressure comes. Howard sacked for the first time, and just the 2nd time in the last 6 games.
Line and tough for him.
It gets tough on 3rd and 10. Pressure comes. It is picked up. Ewers has a chance to scramble. Doesn't slide. Lowers the shoulder right near the marker at the 49. That is
in Sonny Styles. There he is. Where's that marker? I know where I got to go. I'm going to lean into this. Oh, he's short with that knee.
Yeah, the knee hits when the ball is right at midfield. That would put playing better if you're Sarkeesian, but you're right. This could turn momentum back Ohio State's way.
Short of the line to gain at the 50-yard line.
Chris, you're all over it. Arch, look, he's getting his head.
On 4th down. Can Manning deliver? Running right. Makes a cut. First down, Texas. He lost the ball at the end, but he's ruled down. Little trickery. Gunnar Helm ran up like he...
Right to Arch Manning. And then Arch right here, he's down. That leg, left leg is down, and then the ball came out.
Ohio State fans pointing at the screen, thinking that this was a chance to be a turnover. Did he lose control before he hits? It's close.
That is close. That view made it look a lot closer.
Lathan Ransom was there trying to punch the ball out. 42.
Still have the 2 timeouts.
By far their most dangerous drive. Ewers from the pocket delivers the throw. Catch made by Silas Bolden, who's still going. Silas Bolden, slippery and speedy, got out of the tackle of Denzel Burke. Picks up 24. Buckeyes are showing some pressure. Don't bring it. And Ewers to the end zone. Touchdown! Jaden Blue. And the Longhorns strike late first half from 18 yards out. Hang around, get some help from penalties, and all of a sudden, semifinal game's going to be dead even.
Blue, who's got great ability to be a receiver out of the backfield. See how he separates. There's a play for Texas. They've been waiting to see who would be the guy, and it's number 23.
Don't know if anybody in the country uses their running backs as receivers better than Texas. Street's going to be there.
Hey,
throw that in, too.
Hey, if you throw that in, they're all in.
Howard, how aggressive will they be in the final seconds? Henderson can make a house call from anywhere. And look out! He just might do it! Travian Henderson gets momentum back for Ohio State. 75 yards. Wow. Just like that, Kirk. One play, Texas had battled, got momentum. Ohio State erases all that.
Bring everybody, they drop everybody else deep. So once he gets his ball off, look at the running start that these offensive linemen have. I mean, they don't have anybody for 25 yards. They're waiting to block somebody, and he's just kind of baiting the defense. It's almost like a punt return. He's waiting to see where the crease was, set up the blocks, and then with his ability, he hits that crease.
And I don't know if Bebo is going to be Atlanta bound. He wasn't before.
Oh,
at the peak.
That's right.
Ewers, final play of the half, tries to make something happen by launching just short of the goal line, and it's going to be broken up for Ohio State offensively early against Tennessee and Oregon. Howard on the move. Pressure closing in, but it's Ibuka running free across the middle. Makes the catch, first down at the 44. Play action. Howard looking downfield. Pressure closing in, and he throws a pick. They got near him. The throw was influenced, and David Benda with the first takeaway tonight for Texas.
They're trying to find a way to get the ball to Jeremiah Smith, but the veteran Benda, good job of getting into that passing lane. Heck of an athletic move there by the linebacker to go up and make the play. But I'm telling you, Will Howard, he wants to get the ball to number 4, and that time he forced it.
Big assist to Trey Moore, who had a monster game against the Sun Devils, closed in, and now Texas
down. They were 1 of 7 in the first half on third downs.
Ewers flips it short. Wisner, a lot of work to do. He's going to get nowhere near the marker, Cody. And about a foot here. Play clock winding down. Pitch. Judkins. No! Doesn't get there. Held up in traffic, and then David Benda, who stepped up again with a big play, along with Colin Simmons. And that is the question right here as the Buckeyes rev up the pass rush and come after Ewers. And the answer is no. He flipped it at the last second. Wow, what a play. Wisner grabbed it. Was he down? Jack Sawyer pressured him. What an improvisational play by Ewers.
Chris, I think he got it out before the knee touched. We're definitely going to take another look at this. What a job, as you said. The blitz got to him. We thought Sawyer had him. And as he tries to get rid of it, boy, that's so close. Ditch effort.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands as called.
Yeah, that's pure desperation. Look, the pass rush, you called it. The
attacking this offense.
How about the center of the defense? You get Downs right behind Simon. 2 elite players patrolling the middle. They get it to the edge instead, and Wisner collects the pass. It is 2 plays to get to 7. It depends on what they can do on this third down play. Pressure comes. Wide open is Blue. Jukes scores. Texas strikes again. That's 2 for Blue. This from 26.
Nobody has a chance to stay with him down on that left sideline. Another great call by Sarkisian. Moved him, got an indicator when you moved him from outside back to the backfield. Knew they had exactly what they wanted, and they secure the touchdown.
You said remember that little underhand as Howard goes back to work with Henderson to his left. Nice, precise throw across the middle, and that's Carnell Tate backing for a first down. The flag comes in after the play.
I mean, it's a knockout shot.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense, number 67. The down count, it was a first down, 15-yard penalty, it's 1st and 10.
You see offensive lineman, what's it right there from the left? Boom. That's after the whistle. Whistle had been blown. Dangerous play. These are the kind of plays they work.
Fake to Henderson. Howard, but guys closing in. Will be knocked down by Vernon Broughton. He can be a game wrecker when he gets going.
Fight to Will Howard.
And he's guarded by Gavin Holmes, not one of their premier corners. Across the middle, batted in the air, and falls incomplete. Colin Simmons got there. Smith was open across the middle. The pass rush better after halftime. The running game has certainly gotten going and helped that. And here's a first down carry. Wisner shakes free. He tried to jump over Hancock that time. Picked up. Buckeyes don't bring pressure. Only a 3-man rush. They play coverage, and off the hands of Golden. Ewers had him open. It floated a bit, and just the one catch since the opening drive when he was the main weapon. G. Scott, the tight end, hit behind the line and dropped by Jalen Gilbo.
Showing a lot of pressure. They bailed out of that look last time on third down. Now they're coming.
Howard backpedaling and flips it. Catch made. Tate got loose. Huge conversion out near. Forced the ball into Smith.
That's right.
And Benda made the pick. This is Judkins. Gets around the corner. Just powers for a first down to the Texas 42. No pressure. Check down. It's Scott who makes the catch. And they close him down, running hard, but not enough for a first down. Howard will run it, keep it, breaks a tackle, and is going to fall down short of the goal line. The turf monster got him, but
it's QB power. Get behind that left guard. Great alignment as far as the offensive line, doing a good job of getting the angles that they need, coming off the ball.
Get so excited here.
He did. Whoops. Texas completely surprised.
Judkins. Touchdown, Ohio State takes the lead. What a march.
He gets that conversion, and look at the blocking. Watch this collision right there. Again, it's Taft. Good job by Gerd on the kick-out block. The tight ends, all three of them in there with that length, brought that catch down. That's his first catch of the game.
Blue, who has a couple of touchdowns. Knocked down at the 40 by Hancock, and Texas has got it going here from the ankle injury. Ewers has to step up to avoid the pressure. And look out! Helm's loose! Gunnar Helm down the sidelines just shoved Caleb Downs to the turf. And Texas is in business, and a flag comes in. Are they going to get Helm for unsportsmanlike conduct after the play?
We've seen so many mental mistakes in this game.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 85. His first of the game. 15-yard penalty. It's 1st and 10 seconds.
You can see him shove Caleb Downs away. We'll see.
Point. He's fine.
Play action. Ewers looking downfield. It's Golden who makes the grab at the 15. Out of the locker room, out of the injury tent. Weisner's the back. Ewers looking for the throw in the pocket. Pressure was closing in. They're going to get a flag in the end zone. Collision on the back line.
Pass interference, defense, number 8. Ball spotted at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down.
I think the Buckeyes did a good job of...
Very, very tough in this goal line defense all season long. Looking to throw for a slant. Golden was knocked down. There comes a flag again. That'll move it a yard closer. It was Jermaine Matthews caught up with the receiver that time.
I think his left hand got on the hip
pass interference, defense
of the receiver on Golden.
Pitch on the edge. Strung out. Drop for a loss. Huge play. Ransom. Ewers deflected at the line, and it falls incomplete.
Jackson.
It's not do or die, but it's close for Ewers. Pressure comes. Sawyer knocked it out and picks it up. Jack Sawyer headed down the sidelines. Ohio State scoop and score and dagger from 82 yards. You can't script this. Roommates, when Ewers was at Ohio State, he spoils his dream with that strip sack and touchdown.
And how fitting for what this team's been through this entire year. This is a veteran defense, and nobody embodies that more than Jack Sawyer. This is doing it all year, been doing it tonight. Able to get around Cameron Williams with that dip, the bend, before Ewers, his former roommate, can get the ball out. He strips it, and as you said, athletic, big dude can run all the way to the end zone.
Captain Jack with the house call. Ohio State closing in on the championship game. Will Howard.
With 3, getting pressure with 4, and playing a lot of zone tonight.
Ewers steps up down the middle. It's intercepted. Caleb Downs has got it, and he'll just take a seat at the 41. And Ohio State can start plotting for Notre Dame and celebrating a 3rd consecutive playoff victory.
Well, we've talked about number 2 all year. And just like Jack Sawyer, how great is it for one of the best players on this Ohio State defense. Communicates the call. Watch him. We know what he can do in run support. That's why he's in the middle of the field. He's not even looking at the quarterback. He's looking to his right, looking and waiting for an in-breaking route. Look at him studying it. Wait and wait. He saw it. Now he steps up. He stepped up because of that in-breaking route, anticipating that ball might go in the air, and it did. They've been so cool these first 2 wins in the playoff. There's a little bit more fire right now.
No takeaways until those 2 crucial ones. Sawyer's scoop and score. Downs pick. Texas does fight hard. But Ohio State has the final word.
Heads will be the CFP logo. Tails will be the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Ohio State, you will call the toss.
Tails.
What did he call?
Tails.
He called tails. If I dropped it, we do it again. And it is tails. So you've won the toss. You can defer. You want to receive. Which way do you want to go? Put your back to that goal line.
Waits at the goal line. Ryan Day said, come out swinging. We'll have to wait a minute or 2 for the offense to get out here. Lyle Love motions back in. And the first play is a carry to Love, who is going to be met and slammed down for a loss by Tui Molowau. Behind the sticks quickly. This is exactly what Marcus Freeman hoped to avoid in this opening series. It's a design run. Leonard able to plow forward and get most of those. Leonard changing things up. Play clock at 5. Quick release in the slot, and that time Mitchell is open, makes the catch, picks up about 9. Jadarian Price joining Love in the backfield. And it's Love on the handoff. Price trying to set a block. The Buckeyes fly to his direction and knock him down behind the line. It was Cody Simon trusting his O-line to pick up a yard. Leonard again. They could see it coming, but they couldn't stop it. It's another first down for the Irish quarterback on the... Leonard trying to make something happen on the move. Scanning, throws over the middle, and the catch is made for a first down by Eli Raridan, one of the 2 tight ends we'll see involved in the pass game tonight.
Well, watch him right here. He came in motion. What's impressive to me is this quarterback's going to improvise. Now he's got to find a soft spot. That's a really good job by a tight end.
Running left, Price breaks a tackle. Big stiff arm against the All-American Caleb Downs. Drop. 3rd and 1. Again, Leonard with the keeper, and yet again moves the sticks with little help as they drive the pile. Slow to get up.
Let's look at this. Talking about almost a 9-minute drive to start the game. That's what's going to happen here.
They have one more 4th down conversion in him. They're going to try to run it. He does. Slams forward. What an opening statement by Notre Dame. They're on the doorstep here with a 1st and goal.
He's got 8 already in the opening drive.
First down. Make it 9. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Leonard has to dig deep right away, but the Irish draw first blood. We've seen a lot of drives. That was special.
That was incredible. Oh, the left tackle hasn't played all year. Watch him. And it's the guy that was supposed to start, tore a pec, in there just throwing guys around, opens that.
To the quarter. Hand off to Henderson, makes a cut. Trevion Henderson had an electric going. Irish elite on 3rd down. Pressure comes. Howard gets the ball out. There is Jeremiah Smith, makes the catch. It's 2 freshman All-Americans, Smith and Leonard Moore, number 50 for Notre Dame.
Side on that last throw from R.J. Oben.
Low snap, Henderson with a burst, breaks a tackle. Trevion Henderson has the edge and is finally going to be driven out of bounds. That's Xavier Watts.
That second level of the defense.
Henderson out. 5 receivers in the pattern. They pitch it to the edge. This is Quinshon Judkins, fellow running back, behind some blockers, makes a play to the 25. Picked up 15 more.
formation with a couple of tight ends out in front, and now you're taking an elite ball carrier, just flipping it out there, kind of an extension of your run game with a couple blocks in front of him. Makes it tough on Jack Kaiser to make that tackle in the open field. And move him out there, see how the Notre Dame defense
Now they snap it to Smith, who came around, and the Irish were all over it. Xavier Watts, when he was in motion there. So behind the sticks on second down, Howard has lots of space and flips it on the move, and that's Emeka Egbuka, who was brilliant. Howard keeping all the way. Both quarterbacks can move the sticks on third down when required. And 2nd and 5, play fake. Howard flips it. Smith's got it, and the freshman just waltzes in as the Buckeyes score to answer the Irish. They scored a touchdown on their opening possession, all 4 playoff games now. Former Oregon head coach. Ray spotted it, but they couldn't do anything about it. So Ohio State gets even here. First minute of the second quarter. What a start to this heavyweight collision for the championship. Buckeyes drop 8 in coverage and still get pressure. Leonard has to get it out, and that's Mitchell Evans, the tight end, the outlet, who stopped at the 20.
On third down, and the other on the touchdown to Jeremiah Smith.
This is Egbuka on the end around, stiff arm, and the receiver gets involved in the running game.
There to pick up first down yardage.
8th time he's carried it. That's his longest gain of the season. Play fake on first down. Howard looking down the middle and lobs it complete. Carnell Tate, another receiver that had a big game against the Longhorns. Howard has plenty of time, also has some space and takes off. Gets downhill in a hurry and scrambles for a gain to the 32. He's run for 7 touchdowns this season. Very effective runner, especially nearer the goal line. Wide open, Egbuka, easy access. Hit hard and driven out of bounds. Christian Gray delivered a shot. Yep, QB keeper. Howard again moves the sticks. Both teams keep it a very old school with the
third down.
1st and goal. Judkins slips a tackle. Quinshon Judkins dives for the end zone, and Ohio State makes it 2 for 2 and takes the lead.
Buckeye offense. Jaden Osbury, number 4, gets off a block and then takes that stiff arm right into the turf. I tell you, he's not the biggest back. He's 215, 220 pounds, but man, he runs like he's 230 pounds. Is the knee up? It is. The hand is down, but the ball is able to extend. That looks good to me.
This one comes in on third down. They got to hurry here. Just got the play off, and it never got going. The operation was a little sluggish. Another punt.
Boy, how quickly the entire Ohio State defensive line gets off the ball, especially up top with 33 Sawyer. That play just never really had a chance. From
that play was drawn up, so back-to-back 3-and-outs after the 18-play drive. That's the longest drive in championship game history. Buckeye defense has responded since then. That's good coverage. Longest goal to yards to go at 7. Pressure does come. Howard is hit, but he gets it out, and it's Ennis who's loose on the far sideline. Quarterback stood in there, took a shot. Holden brought heavy pressure the last third down. Howard stood in and found Ennis showing pressure again. Howard again has time, delivers across the middle. It's another accurate throw. He is on a roll right now. Howard 12 for 12 tonight. Again, plenty of time, no pressure, just tripped up as he had tried to escape the pocket. Joshua Burnham cooperate, and Howard just has that locked in look. There's a long throw, lots of space for Smith. He comes back, makes the grab. Another first down. They're inside the 25. Howard escapes again and is going to be knocked down to the 12. Watts came flying up. He Howard looking across the middle and has space, takes off, touchdown! Sneaking open was Quinshon Judkins. And Ohio State stretches the lead with a third long touchdown drive tonight.
In a zone defense, this is where Judkins is out of the backfield. But watch the defense in the eyes, the threat. Remember, Will Howard's been doing this and hurting him. Look at the 4 defenders. They're not going to let him take off and run again, even though it's zone.
And hit a deep shot against Texas. He was almost perfect against Tennessee and Oregon. Haven't had to employ that tonight. Judkins breaks free. Quinshon Judkins hits a sprint. And they'll finally run him down at the 5. An explosive play for Ohio State. Pick it up where they left off. Grab 70 right there. Go fullback 49 in front of Judkins as well as the 3 tight ends. Power formation. Judkins easy. And Ohio State stretches and flexes. Cannot be stopped so far.
And this is a power play, that backside guard pulling around. Good block on a play side tight end there. Kazmarek had to do early in this game, which was running the football and trying to be ahead of the sticks.
You run it on 2nd and 10, though, after the incompletion. You end up with a 3rd and 8. Chris Freeman and the fine special teams coach Marty Biaggi have been known to use some fakes and some trickery, and they need something here. And the roll out pass is incomplete. They rolled the dice. Faison made a diving attempt, and Steve Angeli, the backup quarterback, was in there, took the up snap. Henderson again. Oh, the keeper, actually, they faked it to him nicely. Good ball handling by Howard, who keeps it, turns the corner. And their first stop on 3rd down, and now Jaden Fielding on from 46 yards. And slides it inside the right upright. So the Buckeyes,
we've seen.
It is the first down for Notre Dame since that opening drive. Leonard looking to throw on first on the move and finds Bo Collins, who takes a shot. And they pick up.
Put together the roster you put together.
Leonard chased and knocked down Sonny Styles on the sack. No game for Ohio State here on 3rd and 19. Pocket collapses again with an arm draped around him. He delivers a downfield throw, tried to get to Mitchell Evans, and there's a flag in the play. Ransom
allowed him to get behind him.
Defense number 1.
Never really located the ball until it was late.
Automatic first down.
More penalties in coverage than anybody in college football this season.
But they're also trying to play smart to not give up those big plays.
Leonard bounces it to the outside, easily converts inside the 35. Pressure again. It's picked up, and on the slant, the catch is made by Jaden. Greathouse is free. Greathouse gets a block. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Offense comes back to life for the first time since the first quarter. 75-yard drive, aided with a penalty.
Greathouse, a lot of credit here. He breaks 2 tackles. The first on the backup corner, Jermaine Matthews. Then the safety, Caleb Downs. And look at the block downfield here by 10 of Chris Mitchell to eventually get him into the end zone. So
Faison comes in motion. Leonard rolling that way. Shovel pass into the middle, and an impact play finally from Jeremiah Love. And the Irish tack on the 2.
Credit, man. After that game, he has gotten this team to buy in, as they said, 4 more games, and they're close to trying to finish that off. ATT and Cody Simon and Caleb Downs, the players have definitely impacted this turnaround.
The backpedal and a throwaway on 2nd and long. R.J. Oben, and there's a flag. They finally got near Howard.
Personal foul.
This throws Howard down.
Defense number 9. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Again, this is a Notre Dame team coached by Marcus Freeman. They've been doing all the little things right since the Northern Illinois loss. Here they are trying to fight and scratch and claw to get back into this game, and it's the follow-through. It's not, oh my gosh, that was an aggressive hit. It was late tonight at all.
Abuka on a little reverse inside pitch. Nice play design. better execution. Ibuka weaving and dodging tackles. Lost the ball at the end. They run him down. They haven't made a signal yet. Yes, it is a fumble and the long-awaited takeaway. Viliamu Asa recovered it.
Drake Bowen, 34. Look at it. His hand on that ball's out. That's a recovery. Notre Dame
play is under further review.
Yeah, they're going to take a look, but that knee was up. Chris, just as we were talking at the break, you
said they don't fumble, period. They did. There's some belief in the building for the Irish faithful.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. First down, Notre Dame.
9. Leonard has time. Down the middle, catch made. It's Greathouse, who's made 2 big plays in the pass game. In Ohio State territory, they get a 30-yard chunk.
They got exactly a matchup they wanted. Cody Simon, a middle linebacker, against their best receiver in Greathouse. The edge, but instead he's in coverage.
Leonard again on first down, heavy traffic, and has to just throw it away again. There's a flag down in the secondary.
Holding, defense number 1. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
They've been doing it all year. That's 16 on the year.
Screen look, they get it down there, but trying to make something happen. And it's Jaden Harrison. Empty backfield on 3rd and long. Quick pitch to the edge. Evans makes the catch. They do get a sizable chunk to make it.
Got the tight end into the boundary with a size advantage right here.
Irish a good 4th down team all season long. They converted on 19 of them. Leonard has some time and delivers a strike. And it's a first down completion as Greathouse has become the pass game weapon in the half. Picked up a massive comeback, growing minute by minute, and they're faithful. Leonard looking to the end zone, lobs it up. A flag comes in. They tried to find Harrison.
Holding, defense number 2. 10-yard
that wasn't
automatic first down.
They're due here on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do them a lot of good. From the pocket, zips it short, and it's broken up. Tried to go back to Greathouse, has been featured so much. Have to be alert for a fake. Again, the fake punt earlier was snuffed out. And the field goal unsuccessful. And the problems continue in that department. And the Irish come up empty. Blink. And it's still a 16-point game.
Close.
Howard breaking free and falls forward. Respect for Ohio State's goal line defense. Might 80 yards from the end zone. Jeremiah Love in the game. He's blocking for the quarterback instead of touching the ball. A nice job by Leonard to buy time and then find Collins across the middle. Across the middle, Evans, first down, Moore, still rumbling. Big fella deep into Ohio State territory, and the Irish got something going here.
If this is going to happen for Notre Dame, they need to convert, but they got to score before that 2-minute timeout.
Pressure, Leonard launching, Greathouse, major catch! Touchdown, Notre Dame! The flag will be picked up. Jordan Hancock in coverage. What a ball.
2 tight end look.
Jarian Price is the back. Leonard under center. And they try to get it to Faison on the end around. He throws it and makes it. Caught by Collins. And the Irish back within 8 with plenty of time left. Talk about guts, grit, and resolve.
And Lou Holtz is fired up. Notre Dame. And how about the call on the 2-point conversion? There's a really good look at it there from the AT&T connected cam. That's a touchdown for the Irish. And then the two-point conversion.
We talked about the skill, the brilliance as an athlete. Faison, the two-sport guy, throwing is in his repertoire, right?
That's right. Bo Collins is up there. You know, he's on that play side. The entire Ohio State defense thought they had the play stopped. They came up to take Faison. Nobody stayed in the back to Bo Collins.
3 of them off to the right. Ibuka next to Smith. It's a QB run. Howard gets loose. They gave up the edge, and the quarterback makes him pay for a first down. Keeper all the way, and he's tripped up. Flying in to make the play was... It's a Ibuka motion. Smith is to the far right. Irish show pressure, crowd the line. Another quarterback keeper. The safest of calls. Predictable, perhaps. And
see the backers are moving. Here they come.
Heavy pressure. Howard delivers downfield. And Smith, he's got it! Jeremiah Smith hadn't had a touch in the second half until that potential game clincher.
Meaning they blitzed 7. They left everybody on an island, and Ohio State thinks that's a mismatch with Jeremiah Smith against anybody. Not only that, but the corner, Christian Gray, gave him a cushion. Family, all the Buckeye fans, LeBron James, I think they're tasting victory, including that man right there, Ryan Day, after that throw by Will Howard.
You miss it, and the Irish have hope. It's good. And Ohio State is going to walk out of Atlanta national champions. Marcus Freeman's team showed the trademark toughness and grit, resolve. The odds looked impossible. The longest, toughest postseason climb in the history of the sport. And after all that, it's Ohio State together at the mountaintop. Champions of college football.
You want this, you got that. No way, watch them walk